So don't worry about why I did what I did. Let's just say, yeah, let's just say these people are too dumb, man. So let me just get everyone back on the panel. So I can thingy it. And all right, so yeah, this is just gone into my family time, man. Let me just quickly just okay. All right, so let me just get everyone back on. Yeah. Are you still on double panel? You need to leave, your little nutcases, man. Leave the panel, for God's sakes. What are you sitting there? It's like you've gone to someone's home and you've not freaking well left. Like, what are you doing over there? The reason I'm doing this is because you're so thick. Let me explain why you're so thick here. Let me explain why you're so. If you're gonna do a plan here, what you need to do, Real, is because you're so arrogant. You are so arrogant. You want to tell people your plan. And this is when you know you're not playing chess, because the whole point about playing chess is to not show your moves. Yeah, when you're doing Connect 4, you're just showing everyone your moves. Yeah, and I'm going to show you why. Have a look at this. Let's have a look at this video. Where is it? Let me just double check. Not that one. Edit it. Just give me a sec. I'll let people on in a minute. Let me just play that. So if you look at this here, I'm actually on private. Yeah, the last stream has been put into private. Yeah, and obviously, because what you're saying now, this is how dumb Real is here. He's actually told everybody the plan, and actually got me a get out clause. Even if he tried to do something, it wouldn't work anyway, because he's told people he did it. And so I'll give you this. So let's have a look. That's Real. Another one is going to be. Does Real. Let me just get another video up, because here's another video that I put onto private just now. The other video, because obviously they were going to try and strike the videos. Yeah, have a look. Yeah, private. Now, let me explain what's happened, because I need to go and I'll get everybody back on the panel. Let me explain what happened. Yesterday, I received an email. Yeah. Oh, so I can leave the broadcast. Okay, that's actually quite good. I actually clicked myself out. I didn't realize I could actually leave the broadcast, which is actually quite a good little thing. So let me explain what happened. Yeah. So yesterday, I got an email, and now I know it was Real, because Real has now admitted it, and I've got the recording of Real. When you're admitting something here, that you sent me a fake picture and almost got me to dox a real person, you're the one that's going to be in trouble, not me, because you sent the photo to me as an anonymous person called Chartel Saboro. Sent me this photo, which is here. Yeah, I said, who's that in the pic? I didn't know who it was. I clarified. Real then goes, the cop, the boss, the guy, Papa Cop. Yeah. I then go, how can you prove it's him? And what's his name? Is he Pakistani, Bengali, etc.? Yeah. Then the person, and I can't show that bit, he gives his name, yeah, and where he lives. Real, you're so dumb, yeah. And then what happens? I say, okay, I will need to get this verified till I announce anything, as I will not expose an innocent guy if it's not him. So I've covered myself in all angles, yeah, when it comes to that. Yeah. Then when I did put the picture up, have a look. Have a look. I put this picture up. What did I write on there? What did I write? If this is the KO boss, his face is edited out till I can get 100% confirmation it's him. Yeah. Didn't give the name that you gave me. Didn't give anything. Now let me play you a recording quickly of Real. Remember, Real is the guy that deducted that I am actually a guy. I'm actually Speaker's Corner Skits. Yeah. Reason why I'm Speaker's Corner Skits according to Real, Sherlock Real, because Rod writes in capitals and Rod underlines in red. Underline in red, and I use capital letters. So let me just say something real. I reckon you got a PhD in dumbness. Yeah. I reckon you got a freaking a degree in being a goddamn degenerate. Yeah, because there's nobody thicker than you. The problem with you, Real, the reason why you're so bad at this is because you think you're clever. I know my limitations. I don't think I'm a clever guy. I know I'm not the smartest tool in the box. I know that there's people out there that are much smarter, more manipulative than me. But I know my limitations. You think you're smarter than you are. And this is why you're thick, because some of the most dumbest people think they're smarter than they are, and they end up saying stuff that they think they believe they know everything and they're very smart. I know I'm not that smart, but you're thick. Yeah, and I'm going to show you why. Because evidence too. Yeah, you have openly admitted on you have openly admitted just now and before. Let me just double check something. Hold on a sec. Camera. I'll need to find that later on. I don't think I can find it at the moment. I don't know where I put it, to be honest with you. Where is that thing? 23.4, 21.5. Is it here? Oh my god, I don't know where I put it. Let me just double check if I can get the thing. I can't remember where I actually put that thing. So basically on Real Show, I'll play it later if I can find it. He's admitted, he emailed me. He admitted he purposely gave a wrong picture of somebody. He admitted, let me just double check. Yeah, I have actually, yeah. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Yeah, I have. Now, let me explain something. Then what he said, he's given his whole tactic away. Let me say something real. Do you know when you're playing chess here, you're not supposed to say your move, Pudida. When I heard you're going to strike my channels, do you know what I did? I put both videos on private. Now, if you didn't tell me, what you should have done was just strike the channel. That way, you would have got one over on me. The problem with you, is that you're so thick that you told everybody your plan. I was listening. As soon as I heard it, I put my other video on private an hour ago. Yeah. And I just put this one on private now. Both of them are private. You've openly admitted, and I've got the recording of you stating you sent the email. You're the one who gave me the picture. You're the one who wanted me to dox the man, not me. Because I've also got the comment from yesterday on my other live stream when you said, and I'll find it, under a Chartel Siburu, I have the cops' information. Do you want it? And I said, and can you give me your email? You asked for my email address. You were instigating everything. I was asking questions, reasonable questions. Now, I will say this year, I'm disappointed in one person over everybody else. And I'll tell you who it is. Is his girlfriend, Maggie. Because I've always thought Maggie was an innocent party and all this. She was a nice lady. She was just caught up with a bad guy. But I'm starting to think that Maggie is actually a good partner to him, because she's either somebody that agrees with him wholeheartedly, or she's somebody that just doesn't want to argue with him, so she'll let him get away with whatever, rather than telling him, dude, you're stupid, what are you doing? Yeah, sort yourself out. But with her, she's complicit. And it's actually, for the first time I listened, I was like, okay, maybe Maggie's not the person I thought. Yeah, because she's now saying, I don't understand why people got a problem with cop. I don't understand why people have got a problem with cop. The cop is a man. Yeah, remember, whatever you think about me, I've never threatened to rape anyone. I've never threatened to kill anyone. And I haven't mocked anyone's disabled kids. Yeah. And the cop has. There's a difference between cussing people out and threatening to rape and murder people. Yeah. And if you cannot see the difference between the two, all I can say to you is you're a savage. You're a savage. You're not a civilized person. If you cannot tell the difference between a man saying, I'm going to get your mum and rape her and kill her, to me saying, I ain't paying that bullshit jizya, yeah, no, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're absolutely deranged. And this is how I know that when it comes to Real, he is one of the worst individuals I've met. And I'm going to say something. I always knew he had a problem in his head, yeah, but I felt sorry for you, Real. Do you know why? Because I thought Respect was attacking you about the nonce situation, and he was wrong. And he still is wrong about that, because what you said was, in my opinion, a nonce here. It was just stupid, like most of the stuff you do. Like, you dressed like a donkey that day. And so I was more like, okay, I'll defend the man. But now it's got to the point, yeah, Respect can do whatever he wants to say to you, yeah, because I won't even get involved. In fact, yeah, anything when it comes to everything else, I'm going to make it my business to get involved, because I start to realize you are the cause of all of this nasty behavior. You allow the cop, not only do you allow the cop to go on there and do that, you actually promote him and allow him to do it with no comeback. Not even a single, you're out of order. Don't say this, don't say that, yeah. The only time you start doing it is when your chat starts getting upset. Now, somebody said to me, yeah, and I think it was Ultra. So to Ultra, listen to me here. You said to me, Respect has been trying to gun for Real for ages, and he's not succeeded. Let me explain the difference between me and Respect here. Respect, yeah, is not liked by Real's viewers. Let me explain. Respect is not liked by Real's viewers. Now, go to Real's channel now, and I'm telling you, at least 50% of Real's viewers like me as well. This is where you're going to have a problem. Because when I start getting people from over there to realize that your channel is a nasty, vile cesspit, yeah, of savagery, yeah, and they're going to start realizing it quickly, they're going to start moving away from your channel. I'm telling you straight now. And you're going to have to get new people, and every time people start realizing. This is a difference. When Respect was attacking Real, is a very clear-cut Real versus Respect, yeah. When it's me going for Real, yeah, guess what? A lot of the people on your channel actually watch my channel and support me too. If I can get 50% of them that are already on my side, or on my side, and the other 50 are on your side or in the middle, I just need to bring them over. And at some point, your channel will die, because Respect never understood one thing. You don't care about anything. You don't care if someone says your dog nearly killed a kid. You're like, oh, whatever, man. Yeah, he nearly killed him, whatever. So what can I do about it? The only thing you care about, you don't care if someone cussed your mother out. You don't care about your reputation. You don't care about nothing. One thing you care about, yeah, is viewers, control, yeah, and money. And all three of them, bitch, I'll take away from you slowly. So, yeah, you keep supporting the cop. Keep supporting the cop. Keep supporting the cop. When I know you're on the side of the cop, I know I'm on the side of right. So keep on doing it. Make my life easier so I know that my enemy is a vile piece of shit. Yeah, because the comments that have been posted up in here about killing people's parents, this and that by your minions is a nasty thing. You're raping people and all that. It just shows me that you are a degenerate and a savage, and your channel, yeah, needs to be put into check. I'm not saying shut the channel down, yeah, but his channel definitely needs to be put into check. I'm going to try and do everything. No, let me just say, I'm not going to try. I am going to do everything legally possible. Yeah, legally. I'm not going to go in any kind of yeah. Oh, look at this. Yeah. So look at this here. Oh, real. Yes, today. This is real. Yesterday, I have the greatest deduction since Einstein, since Newton. I found out who Skits is. Yes, I will show you the mathematics. I spent years figuring this equation out. And Raj writes in capitals. And he writes underline in red, and so does Skits. Eureka! Call the UN. What is it? Call the Nobel Peace Prize. You get a Nobel Peace Prize for being a cunt. That's what you'll get, real. I'm not gonna lie. And a degenerate. Yeah, that's all you're ever gonna receive. Yeah, you're a goddamn idiot and a goddamn disgrace. I'll tell you that straight now. Yeah. You made your bed, lie in it. You sided with the devil. Fair enough, whatever. I don't know what hold this guy's got over you. It's obviously you're willing to destroy your whole channel for him. Cool, whatever. You want to do that? Cool, whatever. Let them destroy the channel. So like again, look, man, look. This is where you're gonna lose here, and you need to understand this, real. Have a look. Have a look. Once again, 60 viewers, yeah? 60 viewers. I have 140. 140, yeah? 60, 140. 60, 140. Yeah? People don't want to listen to your nasty ass, yeah? You're supporting degenerates and vile, evil people. If you want to kind of like redeem yourself a little bit, yeah, well, you know what you should do? You should actually say, okay, the cop here is a nasty piece of work. He's threatening people's mothers, disabled children, threatening to kill people and stuff like that. And then what you do, yeah, and then what you do is that you just kind of say, okay, we're distancing ourselves, and yeah, he's a wrong. No, what you're doing is showing that you're the wrong one because you're allowing him back on your panel. You're allowing him to still go on there and go, oh, yeah, don't worry about what I said. I only threatened to rape your mum and kids and kill you and all this kind of stuff and mock disabled children. Rara, don't worry. As long as, you know, you give me the money, we're cool, yeah. And this is the problem. And when it comes to Sam M, yeah, let me just say something. Sam M, yeah, is nobody's bitch. Yeah. If he wants, I don't control where he goes. If he wants to go over to Rules and listen, that's what you can do. If he wants to come over into me and listen, it's cool. He's one of my boys, somebody that's been at Speaker's Corner and has actually been by my side during times where I've had issues, so I'll always respect that. He's nobody's bitch. And even he knows, yeah, he may not say it openly, even he knows that Real has embarrassed himself. Even he knows this is what it is, Real. You've embarrassed yourself. Openly embarrassed yourself. You've shown that you would risk another man, yeah, his identity, being linked to somebody who is threatening rape and murder and abusing young children, and you have openly admitted that you were the one sending me those pictures, yeah. So yeah, what can I say? I'm gonna let some people on now. Then I need to shoot because obviously I had to kind of like, you know, stop my thing midway. And let me just quickly get people onto the panel. And anyone that wants to jump on, can you jump on now so I can leave? Let me just thingy. So I put it in the chat. Yeah. I put the StreamYard link. People jump on. Then what I need to do, I need to shoot quick though and come back around 11, I think, or maybe 10:30, 11. Let me just do my. Let me just. Now, okay, so who's in the back here? Okay, so we got Emmanuel. Well, let me get Emmanuel on. Big up Emmanuel.
Yeah, what
So
are you saying?
how's it going, my man? Yeah, I've got another vile troll on there. Oh, so this is Emmanuel. Big up to Emmanuel, one of my local boys, and a comedian as well. Me and you need to go to a comedy store one day, man. That's what we need to do. That's the one thing I need to do, man. When things kind of settle down, man. How's it been going, Emmanuel? I need to go in a bit, but I'll leave you on the panel. How's it been going?
You know, just working and writing new jokes.
Yeah, so everyone say big up to the NHS, man, and Emmanuel, big up to Emmanuel and the NHS.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, subscribe to his channel as well, man. Have I modded you up?
Yeah, you modded me up.
Yeah, just tuck your thing in there. Actually, we'll go through some of your videos later, then, man. Because I need to know. I need to know where you go. Oh, give me the best video, obviously. Like, give me a good video.
No, I personally hate watching myself.
Oh, what can you do? How are you gonna kind of like check if you know how it's going if you don't watch how your sets go?
I listen for the laughter and see if I can increase it for next time.
Yeah, I realize you've done a good thing here, which I've seen a lot of. I watched a couple of your videos, which is you find a joke that you know works, and then you hear it laugh, and the jokes that don't work you take out, and then what happens is the next time you go somewhere you add a little bit more layer onto it. One of them is the prison joke about I went prison and I sleep with my mouth open. Yeah, that one. And I realized, yeah. Once you get a joke that you know can warm people up, yeah, even if you've said it like 50 times, just warm the crowd up, innit? Like even and if things are going bad, you've got a joke in your arsenal that you know will like definitely like pick up the pace, innit? Is that am I correct by thinking that, or is that just me superimposing my?
Yeah, you gotta have those, and like because at this time it's all about reputation, and it's about reputation and writing, you know. And you gotta protect your reputation, but you've always got to keep on writing new material.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a joke here. That's let me explain what the joke is here. You know, for all my life here, I have been mocked for being Sikh here. So what happens? Not mocked, but people do these silly jokes like, "Oh Raj, oh are you ill today? I heard you're Sikh." Yeah. I'm like, oh come on! I hear it so much here. Like it gets when you first hear it when you're like 5, it's not that bad. Oh Raj, is that what's in your head? I heard you're Sikh. Yeah. And so I want to try and do a joke where I'll go up to like joke and say, oh yeah, I've always XYZ. But now what I do is I get my revenge during the coronavirus. When I go up to people, I cough and I go, I'm Sikh. Yeah, you understand? Like try and turn it around. Yeah, into something.
That's the perfect way to do it though. As you just said it, that's the best way to say it.
Yeah, so I'll build up the story. Oh, every time when I was younger, I used to walk around, and you know, since I was a little kid, people come up to me and say, "Oh, Raj, oh yeah, what's that on your head? You look Sikh to me." And I'd be like, "Okay." And then now the coronavirus has happened, so when I go out, I'll get my revenge. And when somebody comes over to me, I'll cough, and they'll say, "What's that? I'm Sikh," or something like that. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to.
But remember, that's a pun.
Yeah. So I need to figure out how to do it, yeah, like in the thingy. And so, yeah, some of them are going to be quite corny, like Salahuddin, yeah. Let me say something. Do you know when Salahuddin says it's a terrible joke? That is actually the best honor, because you know Salahuddin is the most miserable little prick I've ever met, yeah. He's always crying and bitching. So that's like a really basic, silly joke, yeah. But I've got loads of otherwise I'm trying to think about especially about the coronavirus. And I'll try and figure out like how to implement certain jokes into. I just want to do it once to see how it is.
But the thing about here's the thing about the coronavirus, yeah. It's gonna be one of those subjects where your jokes either got to be really good or it's gonna be super offensive.
Yeah. No. But I'll be honest with you, I don't. The thing about me, yeah, I don't mind annoying people. Like, do you know what would be nice is to look.
No, but you can't annoy our audience.
No, but I'm not looking at doing it long term. So I don't mind if I look into the crowd and they look at me with disgust. Like I will find that quite funny.
Yeah, that's not what that's not a comedian's job.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I'll purposely do it, but I wouldn't mind
That's
it.
a politician. That's a
You know, like
politician.
if I do it and I look into the thing and they're all looking like they want to kill me, I'm like, all right, that's not bad. Let me get shy. Let me just double because I need to get the panel filled up before I go. Because I've gotta do stuff.
Because corner and comedy are two different things. You want people to like you at comedy. You don't want people to look at you with disdain.
All right, maybe I haven't. Yeah, I need to figure out. I need to see. That's why I need to look at somebody. I need to go to an actual comedy club and just have a look.
Do you want people to laugh at you and enjoy your? Do you want people to laugh?
Salute.
Oh, big up. I don't know. I need to because the thing is, I'm only thinking about doing it once. So like, if it goes like bad, I'm not like it's not like something I'm like like it's not like something that I want to do regularly. So I don't really mind if I crash and burn. I just want to tick something off. Like I just want to tick something off the box and say, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I was thinking about doing bungee jumping and stuff. I was like, no, that's too much. Let me do something quite because I think doing a comedy skit is very, very brave to do. Yeah, like it's scary. It's something that to go up there and like put yourself out like is really really
in front of the audience?
Yeah. So it's one of those because you're kind of opening yourself up. So I was thinking to myself after the coronavirus, I want to do something that's risque that I've never done. Something that I can do and then like see where I can push myself.
When things
I think
open
you would
up,
be
I'll
able
bring
to
you
do
to a club and let you tick your bucket list. I know a lot of promoters, and I can get you one to do a night quickly.
Yeah. I just want to jump on and go. I'll put these up and.
How big do you want the audience? Little or small?
Small. Obviously, I don't want to go in there and I've freaking got like a massive like audience. And I'd invite people like regular speakers, corner people, so they understand my jokes as well. So I could take my jokes that like related to kind of stuff. I got beans jokes as well, and I got beans jokes and all that kind of stuff. Some of it's very crass actually. I'm not gonna lie, and all that kind of stuff. So I got a few things in my head. I just want to do it once. I just want to think it. I know it's not something I'm even thinking about doing more than like. I mean, I might do it twice, maybe once in the future after. I think I'll be honest with you, it sounds torturous. It doesn't sound fun. It sounds like torture. So I want to just push myself to a certain degree in that area. Yeah, it is like torture. It's a bit like art. Yeah, you're putting your soul into something, and then showing people. And then when you've done it, some people may not like it. And obviously, when you put time into something, it hurts when people don't appreciate it. Do you understand?
No,
I think personally, I think if you
get beyond the point of people disliking you, you could be that good at what you do. Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Oh, what are you saying? What are you saying, Thingy? Sorry.
I think personally, if you're gonna do it, like it's something like a lot of people would have it as a hobby. So.
Hear you, Raj.
Huh?
I can only hear you. I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear Shahid. Let me just get Shahid out and then put him back in. Shahid, talk now. Can you talk?
Can you hear me? Testing one.
Okay. Yeah. Wendy's there as well. Let me get a couple of people on there. Oh, Jupiter's here.
I had to send the stream you're looking from the last one.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, they're still in there. Let me just double check. You got. All right. Is that you two, Wendy and Jupiter?
We're all coming over.
Yeah. Oh, what a dumbass Rio is, man.
How's Rio's channel going?
Oh, Banksy's here as well. Let me just get Banksy on.
Briefly round it up for us, Raj, because we were busy confabulating in the back.
Oh no! All right, yeah, go. I need to go anyway. So, is that you, Banksy? Banksy.
Yes, it's me.
Oh yeah. All right. So this has been a bit complicated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you on the panel. I've got Emmanuel, Shai, Jupiter, Wendy, Banksy. Who else needs to jump on?
I think Lady D should jump on. I sent her the link.
Simon's on there as well. I'll get you, Shai. Was you on the panel before? Because Emmanuel hasn't had a chance to talk, so I'm going to have to get you or Shai.
No problem. But Roger, just to let you know, I have been starting to upload some new videos on my channel.
Oh, big up. We'll play them as well, man. We'll advertise your channel, man. We'll play them later, maybe today or tomorrow. Let me just put you in the back chat. Let me get Simon. Where's Simon gone now? So we got Banksy, Emmanuel, Wendy. I'm gonna go, so I got a place for 2 people. Can you just come on now? Because I need to go, Simon. Lady D,
Simon
jump.
Tequila Watch.
What's that?
Is that Tequila Watch?
No, Simon the gay.
Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. I see.
I hate saying Simon the gay, but that's the only way to differentiate.
I hate it here. Is his other?
No, Simon the gay. Simon the gay.
Yeah, but it's I hate it here. Is his nick? It's his.
No, Simon. I like calling him Simon, my gay.
You just said I hated. I hate calling him Simon the gay.
No, I said I like calling him. That's how I call him.
What have I walked into?
I like having a gay. I like the fact that I've got a gay friend and a transgender friend and a Chinese friend and a thingy. I want, and I've got an Iranian, 2 Iranians.
Yeah, the Sam. You're covered. Your diversity quota is filled, Raj. You don't need to accommodate anyone.
If one more Iranian comes here, I'm gonna have to chuck one of you out. I'm gonna all right. Which one do I choose? It's a bit like
Raj. Consider your box ticked.
Yeah, and I got Emmanuel as the black friend and another few other ones. And now I can't have too many of each thingy. It's a bit like Pokemons. You don't like my Pokemons. I catch each one.
You don't want to catch them all?
I don't want to. Yeah, well, some of them are rubbish, though, aren't they? Not all of them are good, are they? Some of them are just rubbish. Lady D, jump on so I can leave, and then you take the spot. Lady D.
Iranu, I choose you.
All right. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to be going for like an hour. And then when I come back, I'm going to chuck one person off and jump back on. You lot do what you're going to do. I'll leave Simon in charge. And then
leave Banks in charge.
Oh, whatever.
As long as what happened, what we missed.
Oh, so what happened is that Real is so dumb, yeah. Real emailed me. So I knew it was either Real or the cop, yeah, saying, okay, we got this picture of this guy, and it's the cop, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Gave me a name. I then obviously knew it was one of them. I then even told the person in the emails to cover myself that unless I 100% know it's them, I'm not going to be showing the face or saying the name. Yeah, so I won't do that. I then put the red around the face on purpose and put a disclaimer on there in order, because what they would have done is if I didn't put the disclaimer or put a thing around their face, they would have said I doxed the man. Yeah. Okay, so the problem with this is even if I didn't put a disclaimer and cover the face rule, you're so dumb. You actually shot yourself in the foot because you told everybody on a live stream, I got it recorded, that you sent the picture, that you wanted me to show it, and you wanted me to dox it so I can show people how much of a savage I am. As you can see here, is this the KO boss? With a question on his face is edited out till I can get confirmation it's 100%. He then, yeah, obviously is so thick, yeah. He's got a PhD in dumbness. Said on live stream, I'm going to strike Raj's channels. So all I did was just put both my videos on private. Done. Finished. Yeah. You want to strike them? Find them.
The picture that he showed on his channel actually showed the bloke's face halfway
up.
So
he doxed him.
He doxed. Yeah.
This is how dumb he is. He actually doxed him. You can see here, nothing's doxed, no name. I didn't even say it was him. I said, is this? It's a question mark, yeah. And also I'll put a disclaimer in the corner. And even with my email, which I'll show you the email that I sent them, because I knew it was them anyway. I mean, the name itself, think of a better name. I said, okay, I will need to get this verified till I announce anything, as I will not expose an innocent guy if it's not him. Is that clear enough? Is that clear enough, Real, for me to say that I wouldn't expose an innocent guy? You know, I've covered myself all. In fact, you have probably done something that puts someone in danger because you sent an image saying it's him, and on top of that, making it out, yeah, as though this guy is the cop who has been threatening rape and murder on people and abusing Easy Eye's disabled son and stuff. So you're the thick one, yeah. You need to up your game if you want to start challenging me, you little kudida. And the worst thing is, I'm not even clever. That's the worst thing about it. Like, I'm not even a clever dude. I still outsmarted you, though. Imagine if someone like, I was going to say, I don't want to give anyone a big head, but imagine if someone like, I'm not giving no one a big, I was going to say Banksy, but he's going to get happy. Like, I don't want to give him a big head. Let's not say Banksy.
The Wasp dropped a nice new video today.
Oh, did he? I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
I'll watch it later.
It went out real talking it. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get Lady D in here, and then I'm going to be back around 11 o'clock or maybe 11:20. And let me just put Lady D in there. Let me get myself out.
I'm just reading a comment on Reels that said, "Since when did nasty abusive language become trolling?"
They're imbeciles.
Well, Lady D.
Big up. Listen, I don't want no disturbing while I'm flirting with my two main men. Do not want no disturbing. Jupiter and Wendy, do not get jealous. Please back up.
That's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
Okay, just so we know.
Wendy.
Don't get jealous.
It's not my type, Lady D.
Yeah?
Yo, Wendy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm all right, love. How are you?
I hope I didn't, do what Esau did to you,
No, you weren't involved, love.
No, but we've had our run-ups in the past.
No. You no.
We knew you were
No,
drunk.
Emmanuel. No, love. You were drunk that night. Leave. No.
You were fine.
Because when you were like talking to Wendy and saying how it made you feel about it, I was like, oh crap.
No, forget it, Emmanuel, sweetheart. You're nice. No, leave it, love.
Besides, you work for us and we have to look
cool.
after those that look after us.
Because I don't know what is the deal with Brian Harvey. What is going on?
No, I don't
Boy,
know.
Emmanuel, you can tell me what's going on over there. I know you're a regular. What is going on over there?
I'm listening to it at the moment. It's absolute bollocks.
For fuck's sakes.
Real's bigging up the real people who are.
Who's his real people then? Who's his real ones?
It would be the cop because he pays enough money.
It just sounds like a noise.
Yeah, but so does Easy, but he don't big him up.
No, he doesn't. No, but he doesn't pay as much as the cop, does he? He read out one night, didn't he? Just how much people pay, and the cop pays the most.
Regardless of all the rape stuff, all the mum stuff, before he goes into all of that, he says, "I'm going to kill you." That's a credible fucking death threat. His IP needs to be traced. It needs to be handed into the police. They need to find out who owns that account, and it can be done. All that other stuff about your mum, your mum.
Why are you calling me Jupiter afflicted? I'm Jupiter affiliated, you cheeky.
I can't hear Jupiter. Oh my gosh, Raj, can you let me back in if I refresh? I knew she was on mute and I couldn't hear her. Hold on.
I hate StreamYard.
Raj, let me back on, please.
Yeah, StreamYard is a bit touch and go. It's a bit funny that way sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I have to rejoin about 4 or 5
Wait
times.
Wait a minute. If Raj is paying for StreamYard, shouldn't he be able to put more than 6 people on at the same time?
No, not even if you pay for it, Banksy. No.
Really?
Are you kidding me? I thought that's the whole
point. No more than 6, love. No.
Son of a bitch. What's the point of paying for it then?
Oh, because then you can get to put banners on and little, and you get as many hours as you want. Yeah.
Funny, Wendy.
Eh?
You want to know something funny? You know that Yvonne Brown that claims that she's Brian Hurl's sister?
Oh, yeah.
She keeps sending me messages on my video. You know the video I done last night?
Oh, right.
Where's your live stream? I thought you wanted Brian to come on. Fucking hell.
So did Brian Harvey actually show up on Regal's show? Apparently he did.
Yeah,
he did. He was actually on there.
Have you tried to keep up with this, Banksy? It's like the biggest rabbit hole ever.
Yeah, it is brilliant. Yeah, and Banksy, don't you ever be a fucking traitor
I
again.
think it's just crazy.
But go on, Real show.
Yeah, I saw you last night.
Is this tribal street?
Yeah, I had to take your Medal of Honor away, Banksy.
I'm sorry. Could you please spank me with the paddle and not the cane, mistress?
So I couldn't blame you.
And Wendy, what do you think Brian Harvey's chances of taking down a global network of organised paedophiles?
Yeah, you know the fella that you met, the one that you told him he was a boomer and didn't know how to work his Apparently, he thinks he's a fucking internet gangster and he's going to
Brian Harvey getting 25 million out of Rupert Murdoch.
Well, it is really complicated, isn't it? That, what was his name? Ian Puddick got swatted by a load of police, didn't he? Because his wife was shagging someone high up in the city, and he had the City of London police turn him over and blah blah blah. And it was Kroll Security, which was the same security company which Murdoch was using to tap people's phones and the Millie Dowler case, etc.
Exactly.
I've been reading it. It's a real massive fucking. But that whoever that Hurl guy is, he got done 10 years ago for nicking a grand off from Adam Brooks Hospital from the Children's Charity. So that tells you a bit about him. It's a fucking huge rabbit warren of dodgy characters like fucking Bill Maloney and who's the other one?
John Wedger.
John Wedger, who I've heard shady stuff about myself. I don't know he's all he's cracked up to be. I've heard some. I'm not going to repeat them, but I've heard some.
Brian H is a paid plant to attach himself to Brian Harvey, but we need more evidence before we can categorically state that. However, all the rest of it's just fucking hilarious to me. This bloke's talking about fellas, right? That I know for a fact he don't know what he's fucking talking about. I can't say why, but I do know that he don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, but he's basically said that me, Wendy, Amy, I think it might even be Banksy as well, is going to be dead by Monday morning.
Well, I jumped on last night and I just trolled him. Well, I mean, troll. I just basically tore him a new asshole by just calling him boring. All I did was just lightly spank him on the internet. It wasn't even like, I didn't even get the ball gags out. But I don't know. I don't care. He was just going on and on and on, and he was boring as fuck. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I was losing the will to live. And so I just interjected. And Amy was already jabbing him before that. I just don't care. I don't care. This man was just going on about people and things and events that nobody knew except him and this one other guy. And they were basically having effectively a telephone conversation because no one in the audience was interested. No one on the panel knew what the fuck half of them were talking about. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. You have now opened the doors to the trolling. I am now going to troll you and just fucking roast you because you're boring me. And that's it.
Banksy
that's all I did.
What Banksy does best.
You know?
He's the best troller ever.
But it's just, I actually got on there because I thought Khan was on because Amy had Khan's picture as her avatar. Oh, and God. I thought I'm going to tear that little fat fucker, little new asshole. But it wasn't Khan, it was Amy. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? He looks like he has an asshole in his chin. And because I don't know, have you guys watched those cringy roasting videos on Jedi's channel? Oh my God.
I saw the first one. Yeah.
They're like Vietnamese war camp fingernail fucking torture.
He was offering a 200 quid prize, wasn't he, or something, the first one?
Yeah, we're offering. Oh God, these people were so lame, so fucking bad. It was unbelievable. It's like the only. You go
over there and join in because I'll tell you what, Jedi would have let you on for that. He would have.
No, I need more.
You look like someone who's fat. Yeah, you look like someone who's got a bad.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's exactly it. That's exactly what. You're so lame. You have a bad haircut. You look like a poo-poo face. It's like
hairlines, isn't they? Why are they so worried about hairlines?
These are parents. Do you understand? These are grown parents.
That's like schoolyard fucking teasing, isn't it?
Let's be honest. let's be honest, Khan's fucking hairline. He's got such a forehead. They could use him as a lighthouse to keep ships from crashing into fucking shores. They could reflect entire. They could reflect so much light off that fucking forehead that the light bounced off his forehead and onto solar panels could light up Germany for half a year. I mean, let's be honest. That fucking guy's forehead. I don't know when he knows how to stop washing his face, because it just keeps going on and on and on. I mean, at one point he'll probably still be washing his ass and he thinks it's still his face. I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't have. I mean, the forehead is.
Let's be fair, Banksy. The
Sorry?
reason
I
people
know
don't like
his
to
forehead
oppose
is big enough
Khan,
that it gives you time to reflect.
yeah, the reason that people don't like to oppose Khan is because he eats them.
Yes. Yeah. It's like if Harry Potter and a bullfrog had sex and this was the unholy fucking
Oh my god!
birth. This was the outcome of an unholy union between Harry Potter and a fucking toad.
But I can't believe his best cuss for the best part of 2 years has been "shut up, you fat cunt." And then he's revealed as the fattest person online.
Yeah,
It's
the
tribalism.
cheeky motherfucker. He has more chins than a Chinese phone book, and he has the goal to come and tell the rest of us about fat. Fuck you, Khan. You chubby-faced fucking Harry Potter third-rate motherfucker.
Oh, that's cold, Banksy.
Fuck that. That's Harry Potter if the Harry Potter movies were made by £5. If the budget.
He's a fucking dietitian. Can you believe that?
I'm still recovering from watching the Chinese phone book.
Fuck that guy. I can't believe he looks at that face in the mirror and has the gall to call someone else fat.
Yeah. I reckon as a dietitian, he promotes the seafood diet. Seafood and eat it.
Yeah.
You know, I just got that seafood and eat it. You're fucking disrespectful, Jupiter.
Yeah, he has a weight problem. He can't wait to eat. You know. Every time Ramadan comes around, and a small village in Africa celebrates because they get to eat for a week when fucking Khan skips a meal.
No, I calm down fast.
And even when it
Sorry.
Banksy, when he was over there with them young girls, right, that it's not even funny because it was really revolting to watch, right? He was asking them to lick ice lollies and talk to him. He can't, even with sex, he's got to have food involved.
Of course it does. Of course it does. The only way his wife can lower him to that rancid fanny of hers is by dangling grapes over it.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I had all these bottled up inside me. I had to somehow. I was just looking at Khan's video, and all these fucking thoughts came flooding in. The amount of insults that I could expel upon him is like Moses fucking letting the sea fall back in on the fucking pharaohs. I had so much pent up.
You missed it, Banksy. You was over there this morning, right? All nice to her, flirting with us. She was giggling with him. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. All the giggles. They might as well have fucking got a room the way they were going on. It was well embarrassing, cringe. And all because he don't want everyone to know that, according to Amy, he was an escort driver.
What is that girl doing?
He used to drive. What Khan used to drive around escorts.
According to Amy.
Oh, that's
Well, they're
fucking
best
glorious.
buddies
That
now,
is
aren't
glorious.
they?
Well, is that halal, Khan? Is it halal to take the money of the ladies of the night? Oh God! I watched those fucking roasts and I was cringing. It was like watching every episode of The Office at one time.
God.
The level of cringe was so high. The cringe meter, the needle on the cringe meter, fucking snapped off.
That feeling in the stomach. No.
Oh God, and the the long pauses between one insult to the next. Yeah, you're a poo poo face, and you smell,
Poo-poo face.
and your hairline is really far apart, and you smell.
Oh, was that it?
Poo
Was it?
poo face. Like, fucking shut up! For the love of God! Could someone please stab me in the neck so I don't have to endure this shit anymore? They are using those videos right now at Guantanamo Bay to try to fucking squeeze confessions out of terrorists.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're doing that right now. This was made for the CIA so they could enhance interrogate the fucking Taliban.
Be fair, you watched it, so you gave Jedi a view. That means you're a fan.
Well, I watched it, sure. That doesn't mean I have to approve of it. Everybody watches a train wreck.
Yeah, you watched it, but you didn't enjoy it, did you?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody likes a train wreck. We may all squint our eyes and go, "Oh God, that's awful," but we still fucking want to look. You still drive extra slow to make sure you can see all the dead bodies.
So was there nobody on there that, like, you know?
Oh fucking hell! Oh, Captain! Oh, the Captain Rambos! Oh my fucking God! It was like a small retarded child trying to.
Wendy's husband, Banksy. You cannot do that. You cannot speak ill of Wendy's fiance. Sorry.
Oh, Captain Rambo trying to fucking insult. It was like Rain Man trying to fucking hold a roasting session. It was fucking hell.
I'm out of this one.
Oh my God, that was so fucking bad. I didn't know whether to feel sorry or be insulted by his attempt at insulting. It's like I personally think insulting Rambo is literally the verbal the verbal version of kicking a man in a wheelchair. It's literally that. It is cruel and unusual punishment. It should be against human rights to try to roast Rambo.
Well, Wendy, changing the subject a little bit. Who saw when Rambo turned up on the stream when Zubida was being sensible, right? She was actually speaking sensible. And for no reason at all, he must have been either drunk or on his meds, I don't know what. But he turned up and started insulting her. And she just sort of like went to him, "What's the matter with you? Shut up. Shut up. You're 4'2". You have to look up to speak to me, bruv. Just fuck off."
Oh no, I missed that. Where did that happen?
About a week ago. I can't remember whose stream it was.
Oh,
I think it was on Netflix, but it was fucking hilarious. But for no reason at all, he turned up and started attacking
But
us.
what is up with that, though, Jupiter? What is up with the guys just attacking people for no apparent reason? Just start attacking. Like, what is that?
I don't know.
For fuck's sake.
But the way she dealt with him was fucking hilarious. She done it with style. I mean, Zubida in the past has got on my nerves, but sometimes she can be so fucking on point at times. And she just sort of like looked at him. She went, "What's the matter with you? Shut up. Shut up. 4'2". You have to look up to talk to me, bruv. Now fuck off."
I mean, I don't understand why he couldn't, battle back. He's usually pretty clever with his insults or whatever.
I heard Sophia destroying him. That was quite funny. I don't know where that was from.
Yeah, that was on the animator, wasn't it? No, Wendy, that night, what he said to you that day, the very first, that's when I started to realise that Captain weren't a very nice person, because I used to give him respect being an elder. And then that day when he turned up and was calling you a lassie and a woof woof and stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Woof woof.
Woof woof. Lassie. I know I keep saying it, but he called me a cracker, yeah. And I thought, oh, I don't mind. I was thinking of Jacob's cream crackers. I thought, I don't know what that's got to do with anything.
No, Wendy, not Jacobs. It's not Jacobs. Wendy, stop it. It's definitely not cream crackers. Definitely not. Oh God.
Jacobs cream
That is the
crackers.
best. I'm not sure. Should I be taking that with wine or cheese or? Is this an insult or a dinner suggestion?
I just thought, oh, okay.
That
I'm a
might be
taking cream cracker. I don't know.
That is the best.
It was hilarious, but it was disgusting. What they did was they invited her on to talk about the birth of Meghan's baby, and at that time Wendy was a real royalist and was really pleased, and she was celebrating it. And she turned up and they said, well, what do you think of the royal family? And she went, oh, I love them. And that was it. They just bombarded her. They backed her. And he come rushing on and went, yeah, Wendy Woo, you lassie, you're a lassie. You are a dog.
You're a cracker. So I kept going on about, I couldn't understand Jacob's cream crackers and why I'd be one. And then Betty had to write a long message to explain to me what a cracker meant. Then I understood.
But seriously, on a serious note, though, this is why I don't say nothing with these things. Sometimes I will get involved and I will go ham, and other times I won't say anything. Because then, if I was to then compare, and I'm not even taking no side. This is me just being unbiased and using my logical brain.
What the hell was that music?
I don't know. But yeah, if I'm hearing the lassie, cream cracker, whatever, and I'm gonna get offended, and I can easily get offended and cuss Wendy from here till now. But then it's gonna be flipped on me, and then I'll be like, hold on a minute. But then when I'm hearing the Toby thing, then it's retaliation. So therefore, I'm just saying nothing because I'm hearing it from both sides. So therefore, I've got nothing to say. I'm quiet.
But he called me a cracker, love. He called me a cracker.
That's what I mean. So I'm saying, if you're getting the insult and then I'm hearing the insult from you being flown back, then what am I supposed to say? It's insult.
Yeah,
it's trading insults at that point. Do you see my point? There we go.
Who's Brian her Esau sugar daddy?
Say that again, Emmanuel.
Who's Brian her Esau sugar daddy?
It's obviously
no clue.
Oh, why are you paying notice? It's obvious.
Oh, he says, has anybody seen Esau? He stood up for the shot today.
Oh, you mean the shard that's closed? Yeah.
Lady Divine, I understand where you're coming from, and I do agree with you. But when I see people like Esau who go over the top, right, who can't debate it, they can't do it in a reasonable manner, and everything else. And look. Me and you, Lady Divine, we can cuss, right? And I've said things that I know are horrible. I know that you have as well when you're cussing, right? But the difference is I can say the next day, yeah, it was horrible, but I did it because of this or whatever. Just like Wendy has and apologise. But Esau, till this day, is saying he don't care about Wendy's feelings. He meant everything he said and he don't give a fuck.
But this is what I find very strange, because if your mother is white, or whichever frigging parent's white, then how you got the ball audacity to sit on a panel? Now, that probably makes more sense if it's coming from a black person to a white person to say, you white this, you white that. But Issa, you're mixed. You're half white. Let's not forget it. You're not black. You're half white. You're half black. How the hell do you then sit on there and disrespect your own damn mother? Like, make it make sense. Half of your identity, half of who you are, half of your being is white. Make it make sense. Like, I'm confused. I really am confused.
We're beginning to think that he's not mixed race, and we're beginning to think he's not even black. Because,
well, there we go. That will make more sense then, because this does not make no sense at the moment.
Well, it's like I told you, like today, he said, "Oh, I'm glad the sun's out. I want to get brown." Oh, well, no. I mean, I want to be darker. So, make of that what you will. Yeah. Because if you're brown anyway, you're not going to say you want to get brown, are you? That's the way I look at it.
Exactly. It's all weird. It's
super white. I'm not confused. Clearly, the person who's thrown it, all right, if I'm mixed race and I've got one white parent and one black, it does not make sense me cussing out one or the other, because whichever one I'm cussing out half of my own identity. Now, it would make sense if it was a white person cussing out a black person or a black person cussing out. That would make more sense. But a mixed race person cussing out half of their own identity, now that definitely don't make sense. Because now, what part of yourself are you cussing? Are you cussing at your whole white side? Like, what are you doing? You're neither black nor white. You are mixed. Like, make it make sense. I don't get it.
Exactly.
Talking about identity, do you remember, Wendy, when Real went over to speak to Nynaeva and Lady Divine, and he said that Polish white women were different to English white women?
Yeah, very much so.
English white women are more racist. What a load of fucking cock.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever been to Poland? Let me tell you now, blacks ain't welcome in Poland in a lot of places.
No, they're not. No.
My brother-in-law booked an holiday there with his family, and they stayed there for one night. One night.
Really?
Actually, statistically, even Ralph admits to this, English women are the least racist of the women in the world because they have the most mixed marriages. In most cases, you'll find Indians and Middle Easterners, especially Middle Eastern women, to be the most racist in the sense that they don't get married to people outside of their racial demographics. But I mean, it could be the society as well, because the society is extremely racist and doesn't allow most of them to get married outside of their demographics. But yeah, statistically, yeah, the white woman is the least racist.
Exactly. And it makes
do you know what, Jupiter? Sorry to cut you, but if that super white does not stop that foolishness in the chat, I'm gonna slap the dog shit white out of him. I swear. Look what he got the bloody wrote in his Hebrew Israelite voice. Look what he
I think when it comes to mixed race, it's up to them to identify. All I know is that my mixed race children say that they're mixed race English because with Nigerian heritage, because they weren't grown up or raised in Nigerian culture, so they don't really know it as well as they do the English culture. It's simple as that. Simple as that. But they don't deny they've got their blackness in them. They get deeply offended if they see black people being treated badly or white people treated badly. But
that's
don't
supposed to be the case because they are mixed. So therefore, that both, whichever one you attack, they're going to identify with because they have both running through their bloodstreams. Hence why it makes no sense when I'm hearing Esau up there talking. He blatantly says, I'm mixed race, my mum's this, my dad's that, I'm mixed. But then when you're ready, you want to talk about, oh, I can say this because I'm black. Well, you can't be black because you're mixed. Which one are you? Like, you're confused.
Exactly, yeah.
It makes no sense. It doesn't.
Exactly, it doesn't make sense. And it's a shame because mixed race people are actually the bridge between the two. That's the way I see it. And Esau just carrying on the way. But then he's a big girl's blouse. I mean, other people, and I'm sorry, Simon, I know you're on here, but anyone who tries to tell me this man is homosexual, I don't believe it. He is. He's a very camp.
Brian Hurls, Esau Sugar Daddy just wrote, Esau, touch your toes and up it goes.
Yeah, because it's very camp. And don't get me wrong, I know amongst the homosexual community.
Nobody can identify gays better than a gay person. So what you need to do, I'm going to ask Simon honestly, what is your observation, Simon? And don't try to filter your answer. Please be honest.
Well,
anyone can spot somebody else that may be from their own community. It'll be the people from that community. What is your observation?
I haven't really observed him that closely, I have to say. For about 5 minutes and a couple of streams. So, but I'll give it my attention.
I can take that.
I'll put my gaydar on. But I haven't actually applied it to him.
But the thing is,
Banksy. Hang on, Jupiter. Banksy, are you still here?
I'm here.
Yeah, the other night when I was doing a live stream and Jupiter was on there, all of a sudden I had like 700 viewers. How do people do that? Yeah, how do they do it? Apparently it's you can buy, because Real said he bought them. I don't understand.
The viewers for you.
Yeah, it went right up, didn't it, Jupiter? went up to like 700, 800
views because Brian Harvey, apparently someone coming on saying they were Brian Harvey come on to her show, and just like that it went up by 500 viewers.
It probably
Well, on your channel, not on Real's channel. This was on your channel.
On mine, yeah. The other night.
Well, I mean, you can. There are companies that you can buy. You can buy views. You can buy subscribers. There's plenty of companies that do that. You can find them on Fiverr. There's loads of people who can do that sort of stuff. It's just that I don't know about live views. Usually, like views, you as far as I knew, those views were viewers that you would have, like you could buy them, and then they would basically do some kind of algorithm which would then show YouTube that your video has been viewed like 700 times, but not actual live viewers whilst you're live streaming. I didn't know there was anyone that could do that. But if they can do that, that's impressive.
Kept going up for subscribers and views, but for live views, I've never heard it.
That's what I mean, because that means actual 500 or 700 live accounts have to click on your channel for a period of it doesn't really have to be that long, just a few minutes, but they would have to actually then, I guess, I mean, technically, because a lot of these these sort of hustlers, if you like, are they've got, they probably have thousands of accounts that they've created on YouTube, which they can then have them diverted. But I guess, it must be an algorithm where they just have them all click on your channel as you're live. And so these accounts will just click on your channel. So then, bam, it just shoots up. It's doable. I don't think it's impossible. It's just that usually the types of views and likes and followers that I know of is to do with subscribers or people on your video, or they'll have your boost up your view numbers on your video, or followers on Twitter or Instagram. These sort of things. You can buy these things. Are fake.
It's more likely I think the threat of Brian Harvey and maybe it being posted in a few places and a few Discords might have just brought those people there.
That's true.
I think it's more likely it happened.
That's true.
And that Real is just bullshitting about it.
Yeah. I mean, you do realize getting 700 views is not a major feat. I mean, there are people on YouTube which have like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's just the way it happened, Banksy. I just thought I'd ask you because you know a lot about this stuff. It's just really creepy the way it happened.
I mean, it's a combination of, all you need is literally a couple of YouTubers that have got like 50, 60,000 subscribers to say, oh, guys, go and watch or go and troll this person. And you could easily get like 1,000 viewers all of a sudden. I mean, there are people out there who have regularly 10, 11,000 live viewers on their channel whilst they're, going live. You look at Sargon's account and stuff. He has at least 2,000-3,000 sometimes viewers on his channel while he's doing a live stream. So it's not like a massive. I mean, YouTube wouldn't even consider it a big jump if you had suddenly 700 viewers on your channel on a single video, because to YouTube that's nothing. I mean, I was watching this video around my brother's the other day. There's this father and son, Andy and Darren or Daryl or whatever. They have like 1.5 million subscribers, and all they do is the father and the son, they basically unbox toys and play with toys a little bit. It's like they do fuck all. Have 1.5 million subscribers. You know how much money these guys are making? At least 20,000 to 30,000 pounds a month they make from that channel. I guarantee you, it's minimum, and that's not including, the sponsorships and all the other crap they probably get. It's unbelievable how much, viewers and stuff these simple things get. I think personally, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start unboxing shit. I'm gonna grab my brother's son. I'm like, fuck you. I'm taking him with me. I'm gonna make a channel and I'm gonna unbox a shitload of toys with this kid. We're gonna make some cash out here, because me talking shit on the internet hasn't gone me far so far.
Listen, thank you, Wendy. I've just told that Brian Pearl's sister, because she's still fucking harassing me with messages, right? I've just told her on Raj Speaker's Corner discussing it. So ready for incoming.
Oh.
It could be bots, actually. Robert White in the chat is saying it could be bots because there's loads of bots infecting the comment sections at the moment. Everyone's got bot infections. So
I've noticed a few bots on mine. There's this regular couple of bots that keep going. Do you want to be friends? Oh, love your content. Keep going. Yeah. Want to be want to be internet friends.
Yeah, I get that.
Jupiter had one where she still had like less than the same day she opened the channel, and I was just like, And I've noticed that a couple of times. It's like, how come they're getting onto these channels when someone's literally open that day?
I think they target the sort of name and also the sort of maybe the headline of the stream.
Someone's paying to have me targeted, but I don't mind.
I don't think
it's funny. I had one of my streams. I had over 700 viewers and I only had fucking 30 subs. I was like, that's well good. I don't get it.
I just
Did you know, Banksy, that other people go around, not naming any names, but they go around literally seeing how many comments you get in your chat while you're going live a minute. Apparently, I only get 5 comments a minute, according to Real. Now, what sado actually does that?
I was about to ask, who really sits down there counting how much comments is made in any chat?
Someone that really cares with
like you've got too much time on your hands now.
Wow.
Like, don't you have some homeschooling or something? You got too much time on your hands. Get alive.
Yeah, that's too much time. The thing is, someone like me, I like to look at my analytics and see what kind of engagement I get in my videos. This is after I've done my stream or whatever. But I don't go and sit at someone else's channel and go, oh, it's every 13 seconds and 45 minutes, 45 every time a new. That is. What kind of lifeless? Literally masturbating would be a better use of your time in that particular moment.
That's what he was saying this morning. He goes, but when I get about 30 comments in my chat a minute, I thought, oh God, I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Count that shit.
Yeah, not everybody don't. They're all over here. He's a fucking bully bullshitter. I'm telling you.
Lord.
He don't get that many comments anymore. They've all fucked off. They all sit in the shadows, so he still gets the views because everyone's waiting for him to drop. But, no one's contributing. They're all over here.
Well, who cares? As long as they're if they're over here, then I don't mind. This is helping Raj's channel. I'm here on this channel, so I don't mind. I honestly see my attitude. I'll be honest. I would like to help all the Speaker's Corner channels grow because I still believe that rising tide lifts all boats. But I don't want the YouTube sphere, if you like, to be a war with each other. If possible, we should help each other because we're tiny groups, all of us. But if someone's going to be a dick about something, then so be it. If they're going to be a dick about it, then
it does boil down to it's got to be run. If it's going to be, if it's going to have Speaker's Corner in the fucking title, in the channel, and if it's going to base itself on Speaker's Corner, I could feel Steve like fucking cringing at the shit that comes out of Reels. Do you know what I mean? It makes everyone look shit. It makes the corner look shit, and it's going all over the world.
Yeah, this was the thing, Simon. I was talking to my brother about Speaker's Corner, and I just simply Googled the sort of famous speakers that have been to Speaker's Corner. In fact, I have the list still in front of me. Funnily enough, I still have the tab open, and the list consists of people like Tony Benn, Frederick Engels, Marcus Garvey, Vladimir Lenin. What else? There it is. Karl Marx, William Morris, George Orwell.
Bloody hell, George Orwell.
Yes. Christabel.
Look at it.
And Lord Soper or whatever. Now, And this list, now imagine, along with this list, we have also Modine, Walla. Oh, fucking God! How the mighty has fallen.
Benty, was you around for the Good Early Morning stream? Did you see Roger's Good Early Morning?
Good early morning. Good
Oh,
early
good early morning.
morning.
Yes, Roger's good early morning. Oh my God, yes, we have those fucks too.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh Lord, and that was meant to be a solicitor's letter. That was meant to come from a professional solicitor's office. Good early morning, Mr. Raj. We are here from the law firm of from the law firm of Gurchinda, and we are here to inform you of some serious legal matters. We want to tell you that we are very, very, very disappointed at the way you have conducted yourself on this channel.
God, he's so clever.
I tell you what streams you've been missing out on, right? That you probably thought, oh no, it won't be fun, but they're hilarious. Wendy's streams just lately, because where she's got all these trolls turning up, right? Not it's been hilarious. But the best one was 2 days ago, right? She was ranting, and she was ranting about real. So she put 3 videos up. We all heard the 3 videos. Come the 4th video, she forgot to turn the video on. So all we got was her ranting, and it sounded like a little old lady chatting at the TV. And if you see the chat, it was the funniest chat that I've seen for fucking ages. It was hilarious. You've got to go watch that. It was funny.
By the way, Wendy, don't worry about those 700. That gave your channel a massive boost. So whoever did it, it was an awesome thing to do. You got to go thank them, actually. I was like, thank you for making my channel, giving my channel a massive, because yeah, you got 700 views on a video that boosts you in the algorithms on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithms are robots. They just see hard numbers, like, okay, this channel just got 700 views. Okay, so we'll pop it up a little bit, and you just get elevated. So it's actually a great thing. It doesn't matter if I would take 700 people coming in and calling me a cunt the whole time than like 100 people saying I love you.
Oh, do you know what's funniest though, Wendy? I thought was funny as well. When Brian and Brian started going at it all East End, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Betty's voice booms. Oh, it's like EastEnders. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this Khan? No, this is no. I don't think is that. Is that Khan?
Yeah, that's Khan. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's without the glasses.
No, that's the young Ottoman. It's the young Ottoman.
Oh, is that the young Ottoman? Yeah, because I thought
Don't make me laugh. Stop.
That's a Pakistani flag. That's not a Turkish flag. So it's gotta be.
Right.
This fella went around all over YouTube telling people that the Oldham grooming gangs was false. It was a lie. He lives in Oldham. It never happened. What a mug.
Right. Am I bothered? Do I look bothered? I'm not bothered.
The Khan troll in the chat said, "No, that's TYO. I'm better looking."
The thing is, these people with these faces, this is the thing about them, like not even showing their face. For the rest of us, we most of us have shown our faces at Speaker's Corner, so we don't really care. It's water off a duck's back. But these guys, they haven't. They've spent all this time trying to keep their fat, ugly faces off the. Oh shit! Oh fucking hell! Raj, your photoshopping skills surpass you, sir. You've outdone yourself. Oh damn! Damn.
Look where the flag is.
I know
Oh my
it looks like he has a front asshole. He has like a front bum.
Oh,
Laughing
Front
because
bum.
I was fun of me, and I didn't find it very funny.
Oh,
by the way,
shit.
Mel, so I just stuck the flag in it.
She looks like she's getting ready to earn some good money tonight. The
Yeah,
minute he walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Oh damn! Oh fucking hell! There's like 3 stomachs.
No, it's if I had that on top of me, I'd be looking at the ceiling and thinking of fucking Monday shopping.
I think if that was on top of you, you'd be suffocating. Yeah, be struggling for the next gasp of air. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh shit! Damn.
I worry about Raj sometimes.
Damn, that's he has a vast collection of these. He's been busy with those in those hangouts. He has. He's been very busy.
Oh, right.
I think so. I think most of these were done in the hangout. I've got some classic, fucking juicy Zabida Photoshop ones. Unfortunately, I don't think I could show them anywhere except Pornhub. They are really graphic shit.
I have seen those, yes.
Yeah, you've seen the ones with Zabida and Jedi. There's some graphic shit on those. Holy crap. But yeah, they seem to be floating around these different hangouts. It's weird. There's like a 2-tier sort of conversation that takes place with these hangouts, with these streams. There's the conversation that's happening on the stream, and then there's this other level of conversation that's happening in these hangouts.
I would be broadcasting that on my screen.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
you can't. YouTube will take you off. They put some proper graphic stuff on there.
True,
like
actually,
they show like practically porn. You just can't show those stuff. The YouTube would take your stream off. So you couldn't. Yeah, because the stuff in there is really graphic. It's the stuff that you can only show on like Pornhub. So you wouldn't be able to show it on a screen. But there is this other layer of conversation that is taking place almost at all times whilst these streams are happening. So if you're watching like Jedi stream or you're watching Real stream, there's a parallel hangout.
And they're trolling the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
If I believe what I've been told, there's even pictures of me and you that have had our heads put onto animals for men to fuck the animals, which is kind of weird.
Last time I looked in Hangouts, I saw a video of a Chinese man fucking a chicken. And I was like, I can't unsee that. I didn't ask to see that. I'm just going to close this app and not look at it again.
Yeah, I don't tend to look at them, like go into them, because I'm not really. The other thing is you have to be part of the hangouts, so I'm not really part of a lot of these hangouts, like Jedi's or Raspects. I do know that they're going on because I am part of Real's hangout, and occasionally spills over to that, or some old hangouts, and occasionally they spill into those. But the hangouts that they're probably running now are new ones, which I'm not privy to, but I know that this is happening. I know this conversation and all these photoshopped images and God knows what else is actually going on. And it's like, it's this weird underbelly of the YouTube Speakers Corner streaming bubble, where there's this other thing that's happening. And sometimes because there were some fights and some things that suddenly, like, for example,
sorry, I'm just
Jupiter.
reading. Mass report and flag Raj Speaker's Corner current live stream. If we all do it, we can get his channel a strike. Someone is saying on Reels.
What's wrong with those?
5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, Real was going, big up those people that can.
Right, let's all mass flag Real and McGee.
Yeah, let's see how that works out.
Flag fucking Real and McGee's.
Well, the thing is,
I think they're the only ones that can do it.
We've got
yeah, of
18
course.
thumbs up and 73 thumbs down.
There you go. Well, this is the thing. I mean, that door swings both ways. You think like there's literally 100 people in this room, in this chat, and I guarantee you, Roger's got more supporters than Real does.
Oh God, yeah,
So,
without a doubt.
You know, if you go down there, this is why I try and encourage not to go down those roads because it never ends well.
It's ironic, isn't it? That they're sitting there talking about mass striking Raj's channel because we're sitting there slagging off Reels. What has Real just allowed to happen on his channel? Talking about people being killed, people's mothers being fucked in the arse while being donkey punched in the back of the head. Oh, but no, that's fine. That's a really nice image of Speaker's Corner to beam all over the fucking world, Real. You prick. You little prick.
Yep. I did read out that list of all the famous people that went to Speaker's Corner, right? We're in very intellectual good company there.
Yeah, I was only joking, but Real needs to understand that.
It's crazy. It's like my brother said to me. He said, "You got to do a video about this. You got to go over all the different people that went to Speaker's Corner, or at least some of the main sort of famous people, and then compare them to the modern day."
Okay. Daddy's home. Everybody, calm down.
Big up.
Right. So yeah. Like I don't know if I was interfering in a comment. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to stop it anyway, so I'm not going to apologize. So I don't even know why I'm asking if you're in mid-conversation. Doesn't make no difference. Big up to everybody on the panel. Big up to Jupiter, Wendy, Banksy, Sam. What? A-listers on the channel today. What I will say, I've got a comment from Real after his disastrous plan, just like when, like a balloon. I popped that balloon, yeah. And let's have a look at his comment to me, yeah, because this is what normally happens. Let me explain something, yeah. People think they can out stubborn me, yeah. I am like a dog, yeah, like that dog that bit that kid. I am a mental version of that, yeah, like the dog that bit that boy that you left to die. And if you read his comment now, Real, I'm done playing you. Do what you like. This from Real. I'm done playing you. Do what you like, man. You won't get no more moves from me. You didn't play the moves. You can only play the moves if you're on the chessboard. You're outside pissing in the wind doing nothing. Yeah? You didn't even get onto the board. I'm actually embarrassed for you. And I just wrote, and this is the real thing, as long as you support the cop and have him on your panel, I'm only starting with you. And I mean it. I'm only starting with you. Just because you don't want to do anything more to me, yeah, cool, whatever. You lay back like that little boy did that was dragged around and let me metaphorically bite you, yeah, or mentally bite you. Because I'm telling you, yeah, you definitely are a cockroach. I'm glad I've seen this side of you. Even I'm going to be honest with you, even with Maggie, I used to wonder why people say, "Oh, free Maggie." I'm like, I'll be honest, I think Maggie's probably just as either she's deluded and she's in Stockholm syndrome, or she's just as bad. Everybody on there is just as bad as each other. I'm going to say something, yeah, and I'm going to say it before I press. You're a cow, yeah, and I don't like you as a person, yeah, but I have to say she's smart. So much smarter than you guys. I was listening.
It's not hard though, is it?
Yeah, I know it's not hard, but it's just so it's like Einstein sitting on that panel. She got you in knots, and let me tell you why she got you into knots on the panel. You, Esau, yeah, you were saying that Wendy called you the N-word, which I agree is wrong, but the N-word, yeah, although is a word that is disgusting and has a long history of violence, so does the word rape. Yes? So if you say, I want immigrants to rape you, or I'm going to rape your mum, or I'm going to do this, that word is just as bad, because rape has been used to subjugate people, humiliate them, destroy them. And the same way the N-word has been used to do that, so has the word rape. And if you say you're going to kill someone, that is also up there. Yeah. So Amy had a valid point. She was like, what is the criteria for what is beyond offensive on this panel? Because you can threaten to rape people, you can threaten to kill people, you can mock disabled children, but you can't say the N-word.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what we've been saying for days, Raj.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that she said it in a way that had them all in knots, because normally people don't, like when they jump on this, she was like, okay, I agree with you, because I would say the same thing. I agree with the N-word should not be used, but neither should the word rape, neither should the word kill, neither should the word like mocking disabled children. All of them, in my opinion, are abusive words and a way to kind of dehumanize people. And so when you have Real on there going, okay, don't worry, you can say whatever you want, yeah. But as soon as someone says the N-word, they're demonized. As soon as someone says it in response to somebody saying, I'm going to kick your dead husband's head like a football, and all this kind of mad shit, and then you respond. He also said this year, Issa, you're so thick, man. I'm not going to lie, I'm embarrassed. I used to get on with you, but you're so dumb.
Issa's a cunt.
Yeah, you said that, okay, I responded to say that, oh, I wish you got raped by immigrants because she was poking me and saying rude stuff to me. So you was justified saying it. Now this is what Issa was saying. We could use the same argument then. She was provoked because you was talking about kicking her dead husband's head around and threatening that, you know, they should get raped by immigrants. Yeah. So where did it stop?
He return the favor. If he wants Wendy to get raped, then I hope he get raped.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If someone says like, "Oh, the gloves are off," I mean, I'm not going to say it myself. But if you said to somebody like a female, how do you know if a woman you're talking to hasn't actually been raped, and you say, "Yeah, I wish you get raped," yeah, now that person is going to be traumatized by you saying that because they have actual history of it. So these guys chucking a word around rape here and all of this kind of stuff here is disgusting, and it shows why Real is morally bankrupt. You're morally bankrupt. Yeah, you're type of individual, yeah, that would not give a shit, yeah, if that boy had actually died. I promise you. I'm going to say this straight. If that boy had died, yeah, and the dog, yeah, had killed the boy, I'll tell you straight now, Real would have no remorse. He would still be saying, oh, you know, it wasn't my fault. I didn't know what was going around. You still would have no remorse because you are morally bankrupt. You have no morality.
He's got no remorse, Raj, because it's on the stream to Brian Harvey that the press set him up.
Oh, he said it again, did he?
Yeah. All right,
let's set him up again then. All right, you want to keep him going down the street? Let's play it over again to you. Let's see whether it was really set up. Let's play this then. I'm just gonna play a little bit. Yeah, let me just play it. Because you want to start turning nasty and stuff like that. Okay, fair enough. I can go nasty, but I'll still keep it within the law. This is a BBC broadcast about you. Are they all lying? Let's have a read. Let's watch it. If everyone just be quiet for a minute while I just put this full screen. It's only 2 minutes, so don't worry, it's not too long. Now let's see this news report from the BBC.
I'm a gate crasher. I gate crash that gate crasher.
Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry.
I'm broke.
Latest court appearance, he was keen to say sorry.
Firstly, I'd like to apologise to the family and the boy for the suffering involved. Secondly, I'd like to say that a lot of lies have been mentioned during the hearing, and the truth will come out today. And that's it.
The attack happened last August. Diedrich, who's from London, was walking two Rottweiler dogs off the lead along the beach in Southend. One of them ran into the water, grabbed the boy across the chest and pushed him under the waves. The boy's grandmother managed to pull him clear. He was left with puncture wounds to his torso and arms. Diedrich was caught on CCTV cameras walking away from the beach with the dogs. He was eventually identified.
Look. Does that look like a man who's been running away from a group of men? Now, let me say something to you. Your excuse is that, remember, that's the dogs there. That's him. And that's another dog. The kid is probably dying in the river, in the water. you use the excuse that you was being chased by 5 white men. The reason why you say 5 white men is because you knew by saying it's white people chasing you, you're going to use a racial card that you felt scared that people were chasing you. Now, let me say something to you. If a dog bites a kid, yeah, and then 5, and you run off, and then 5 people, whether they're white, black, Asian, whatever, chase you because you're running away from a crime scene, then they are doing what is right. You should have been chased. I'm sad that people didn't chase.
Clearly see he wasn't being chased, and that was
Yeah,
bullshit.
I know. But even for argument's sake, he was, and there was people behind him right now chasing him, and they were saying, "Come back, you know, that kid, that your dog's bit the kid." They would actually be doing the right thing, and whatever you're doing here, you don't look like you're too concerned, and then you went into hiding, and this just shows Real's personality in a nutshell, and his panel, and the people he's associated
Sorry
with.
to interject, Raj, but on Wendy's show, on Wendy's channel, she's got the grandmother's, what the grandmother says
Oh, is
about
it?
it.
Oh my God, I need to find that. Where is it, man? Where
And
is
the
it?
grandmother was actually really, really nice and said, you know, she can understand sort of like, this ain't verbatim, but roughly.
She forgave him, didn't she?
It's happening, but he didn't even show no remorse, and that's what upset me.
All right, this is the thing. Yeah, let me just say it again.
That's right, yeah.
I believe in rehabilitation. If a man does a crime, and you're remorseful and you come out, as long as it's not pedophilia and stuff like this, I will give a man another chance. But when you show no remorse, and in fact, what you do is add lies upon lies for your own sake, and you're belittling the true story, then I do not have no compassion for that man. Yeah, that's why I'm going savage mode of him now. Because before I used to feel a bit sorry for him because Raspet used to call him a nonce, and the same way that I don't like Raspet calling Banksy a nonce, I don't like the fact that he calls Real a nonce, because I don't believe he is, not that I know of. And even though his comments about they were wrong, that's why I kind of like didn't ever really join him. But now, you know, to be honest, I've seen your nasty side. I've seen that this is actually how you are. This is you. This particular you walking away from a crime scene with your dogs and you actually got your dogs killed. I'm gonna say it straight now. Somebody has dogs and I love my dogs. One of the dogs passed away. Let me say something. You actually were the one got that. Got your dogs euthanized or put to sleep. The reason being is because I have dogs here. My sister has dogs. When I looked after my dogs for a week I didn't take them outside. I only took them outside one time, and I put a muzzle on them and a lead, just in case, because I knew there was kids about. It was a place that, you know. So you let your dogs out, no muzzle, no lead, and you knew they were capable of doing X, Y, Z, and you got your dogs killed. Yeah, you did. Because if I go out without my dogs being kind of like on a leash or having no mouth guard, and I know they can attack, then they do, then it's my responsibility. And whatever happens to them or me is my responsibility. So I'm sick and tired of your fake ass, bitch ass, Real dressed like a donkey at Speaker's Corner. You need to just either retire or start realizing that the people on your panel are going to destroy your channel. And I'm telling you that straight now. They're going to destroy your channel.
Can I just like to say this, right? If he believes in free speech and he's going to go to the lengths of, because there is a difference between free speech and hate speech anyway.
Yeah.
But if he's going to try and pretend that the hate speech on his channel is free speech and that he thinks anyone should say anything, then why did he get so offended when Raspet said that he'd heard through sources that Maggie had been a prostitute?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. And let me just say something. Let me say something to Real. This shows you how warped your brain is. I've heard you use this argument. I don't lie. I don't lie. The reason why you say you don't lie is because it's like me saying right now, oh, Real, you stole the crown jewels. And then 2 days later, I told people it was a lie. Does that mean I haven't lied? Because you use the excuse that you lie about things like, plan stuff, say, oh, this person, this, and then 2 or 3 days later, you told the truth So you haven't really lied. Does that make sense to you? If I said you stole the crown jewels for them, then I'll never screen from right saying I was lying, and then say, well, I wasn't really lying because I've told the truth now. No, you lied in the beginning. You're just clarifying your lies afterwards. Because this guy is just so mentally deranged. I don't know how his brain works. I don't know whether he's even got anything in there apart from a piece of poop. or whatever, man. It's just a freaking disgrace, that guy. I'm not gonna lie.
I just want to sorry, just say I know you guys are like going at Real, but one thing I do want to actually highlight is big up to Real's mom, because she was the one that brought him in.
Yes, she was.
That is I'm sorry, but I can't let this one go without mentioning that she was the one, and she's a great
you're gonna
lady.
get banned
I'm
from
sorry.
the show now. You're gonna get banned from the show, their show, not mine.
No,
Let me say something.
I think she's a great woman. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
so do
have
so do
nothing
so
but
do
respect for Real's mom.
Let me just say something. Yeah, if my nephew had committed a crime and I knew he had committed a crime and didn't report himself, I would dub him in. Yeah, I would dub him. I'll take him to the police station. The point is, she did what a good person should do, and it's even shows the better character of her, that she would even give her own. This just shows you that that person has a good heart. Now, with you, Real, yeah, you're going to probably get upset with Banksy now. Oh, Banksy, how dare you talk about me on Raj? Listen here, man. Like, Banksy can go on here, talk about you. He can go into yours and talk about me. I don't care if he says Raj or this or that. I'm like, whatever, man. As long as you say it to my face as well, I don't mind. And I'm not going to control a man where he goes. I know what you do. Anyone that comes over, oh, you've been over to Raj's, oh, rah, rah, rah. That just shows you're an insecure bitch. Yeah. You don't like people going over to other panels, because you know once they go over to another panel and they see what real civilized human beings talk about, that they're going to get bored with your channel, or they're going to start realizing that you're a savage.
Have the fucking guts and come on here and talk to us blatantly, face to face on your channel.
Look, he's not going to. Let me explain something. He's a bit like Respect, yeah. Both of them are only strong in their own secure environment. They're not used to, like with me and yourselves, yeah. We're used to like going into other panels and having a lot of people attacking us and be able to withstand it. And this is why whenever I get a Respect by himself, yeah, and he's in these uncomfortable zone, you can't put me in the back chat, it turns left for him pretty quickly. I haven't really got a problem with Respect at the moment. So, you know, he's doing his own thing, and, you know, he's mourning, you know, Issa, RIP Issa's passing away, and I've seen that, you know, he's doing that. So I've got no issue with Respect at the moment, personally.
Raj, I'd like to say that I think Respect's grown up a little bit and changed a little bit, but maybe he hasn't. I don't know, but at the moment he has.
No, I mean, he said a few things to me that I found disrespectful the other day when I jumped on. But I'm going to give that down to emotions when someone's upset that, you know, someone's passed away. He's very close to Issa. So I'm going to give that a slide, yeah, even though I was a bit pissed off about it. I'm like, all right, if someone that I knew, he was really a good guy, passed away. Can someone time out a guy, Salafi Dawa? Let me just time. How do I time him out? I need to go and put user in time. So someone to keep in touch. Can you do anything that's against Issa or anything? Can you just time them out, please?
Raj, can I just say this, right? I need the Muslim community to understand this, yeah? When I came onto Real Show, I believed I was dealing with real Muslims that were coming up and being abusive. I now realise that there are some Muslims that are decent people because I've met them, yeah? But Real was instigating those people to come on and give the Muslim community a bad name. So all those Muslims defending him need to understand what the gameplay was.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at yesterday when they're talking about, oh, we're the Muslims, we're taking over. Two of the guys saying it are not even Muslim. Afghan's not a Muslim. He's as Muslim as Banksy. And that Cloud Experiment is not a Muslim. The only person that was a Muslim that I believe, or could be even lying, is the cop. But other than that, they're not. And they're using, oh, we're Muslims, we're taking over your channel, rah, 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 rah. And obviously that's going to make people think, okay, is this how the Muslim community is behaving and stuff? Let me just play the rest of that video from it. I've not seen the ending. Let me just play.
Identified by a member of the public and arrested in February.
You're kidding. Little punk tries to throw me off a train. We get into a fight and he falls off. Cops ask me why I did the thing.
Yeah, look. This should be on your tombstone, Real. Yeah, this should be on your tombstone. Yeah, you displayed I'm gonna actually put your name. Real displayed a callous disregard for the victim, and any remorse you have shown is for your own fate. When you have your tombstone written, this is what you should have on there, because this sums you up in a nutshell. Exactly you. Not only how you dealt with this situation, how you deal with your real life, how you deal with people on your panel, how you just deal with people and the world in general. If you're always the victim when something goes wrong, yeah, and it doesn't matter how much evidence is against you, yeah, showing that you're the one in the wrong and you're the one that's causing all the stuff, you are still going to blame it on the other person who's a victim. Look what you did to Easy Eye. Yeah. I heard something yesterday that they made, yeah, Easy Eye apologize to the cop or something. Like, if that's true, I want someone to give me, the recording.
If that's true, that's a fucking absolute liberty. And Easy, why did you let them fucking browbeat you? And if that's true, you bastards out there, you fucking are cunts doing that to Easy. I'm sorry, Raj, for the language.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because Easy's a nice guy. So if they made Easy apologize for that guy, yeah, and the guy donates to that channel, yeah, you're a disgrace, man. I tell you that straight now. If that's the case, I need to find out. I'm not going to say who told me, but I need to get the.
Saying no, he never. Easy, come on. Easy,
well,
come on.
There. Let me speak to you. So he says no, I never. Let me just double check here, because let me just double check exactly what was said. Just give me a minute. The problem is I can't record. Listen to two streams while I'm actually live streaming. So I need to close a couple of tabs. There. Let me close this one. Let me close this one. Let me close. You know, I've got my bloody chairs. I'll close all of the TYO ones. I've got so much stuff freaking out.
I've got the other one covered. I've got the other one covered. If that's,
which one?
The other one's covered.
Yeah. Let me get Easy on it just to double check. Somebody sent me. I don't say who. Sent me thingy, and they said that Easy was made to kind of apologize or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you hear that as well?
Yeah.
So I'm not going mad. Let me put. I haven't heard from Lady Divine.
Someone did say something. Although it might have been Amy. I don't know. I can't remember what it said.
Raj, if you need the space, I can jump off and
give Lady Divine ain't really speaking at the moment, unless you want to speak. Chat in the chat if Lady Divine. No, don't worry, stay off. I'm going to shut the stream soon anyway. It's not going to be maybe another half an hour, 40 minutes. Let me just check who. Just double check.
Big up Sophia Lewis in the house. It's been a long time she's been on a panel.
Oh, she was on the other day, man. She was on the other day. Big up Sophia. Okay, let me just chat to Easy, yeah, because
no, I never apologised to him. He tried to apologise to me, and I told him to shove his apology up his arse.
Oh, big up.
I told him to fuck off. I said I'm after him.
Big up.
I told him to get lost, and I'm not fucking anymore. That money I donated, I've retracted it back. I'm getting it back. So fuck it.
Nice one.
I'm fucking angry because I don't like being taken for a mug. He's a little. I'm not happy. I'm not going to slag him off. But I'm not happy with that. I couldn't believe that he said he'd known him for all them years. So, I'm not fucking happy anymore. And they're not sincere anymore. I mean, they're arguing now, Amy and Esau. They're arguing now.
Yeah, but that's all for views. That's all for views because they're quite friendly. I've watched them in the early hours of the morning with their sharing messages.
But can I just this one fact I want right? He's going on about this racism from Wedding. He's telling me why didn't I say anything? But he bigged up the boss when he called Turret the N-word.
Yeah. I've heard it as well. Yeah.
They're hypocritical.
Yeah,
I'm the only one on that panel who's called
out. The morning, Easy, for no reason at all. They were slagging off Hector. They just decided to slag off Hector in the N-word. That's on my channel because I clipped it.
Even that Popeye was slagging me off after that boss. He's a little rat.
Yeah. Popeye's a rat as well, yeah.
Toby, he's a right Toby. Popeye's a Toby.
Yeah, do you know what? They could go fuck themselves. But But Coppy's, I'm not going to say much, but he's going to get his comeuppance because I
No,
won't let
no,
it down.
hold on. Let me just say something. Yeah, let me deal with the cop. Yeah, and everything will be done above board and legally. Just let me deal with it. I beg you. I will say this year that big up to yourself, easy. I was a little bit disappointed. Someone told me that you apologized, but I probably didn't hear the thing. You didn't take the apology. That's how to do it. When a man violates to a point where he's mocking the disabled son, unless he freaking saves your disabled son, from a burning house, do not accept the man's apology. Tell him to shut his mouth and don't ever talk to me again. At the minimum.
And so, you know what? I called him a dirty Pakistani racist.
No.
And people were trying to turn it around to me to say I'm racist. Well, he's Pakistani and he's a racist.
You didn't even say Paki. You didn't even say Paki.
Not racism.
Hold on. Let me say, you didn't even say Paki.
No, I said Pakistani.
Oh my God!
I'd have been a whole lot.
All right,
ruder.
whatever, man.
You're so much more polite
if I said someone's I don't know, a Brazilian idiot, and they're Brazilian, that's not racist. I thought you said the P word. And I actually, even then, I was like, okay, whatever. The man's mocking your disabled son. You got angry.
I would say that I would even do a racist slur like that because I'm the first one on that panel to call out Braden for the N-word. Jupiter, do you remember? I said I'll knock him out if I saw him. I called out somebody else who said the N-word. I'm the only one who called out the racism, but no one wasn't bothered about it. Because when he retaliated to someone, they all jump on her.
Yeah, the thing is, I need someone to get the audio because I heard with my own ears the cop called Toro, or I think it was Emmanuel, one of them.
No, Toro, the N-word. Yeah. And he sort of picked him up after it.
Yeah. Then what I said was, I said, you did hear that? And I said, is he black? They started to say, yeah, he's black. I was like, no, he's not black. He's an Asian guy. I can tell from his voice, he's an Asian guy. And so I've had to put the thing a big up, easy. Never accept cops' apology and refund your donations. You now know, and he has admitted it. He's known cop for a long time, and he's allowed to come onto the panel.
Pissed me off, that has.
He's allowed to come onto the panel.
Question. Johan Van Dam Don says, "Who are all these cockneys on the panel? Do you have a problem with cockneys, Raj? You love the cockneys."
All right, mate. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we'll go.
All right, mate.
Cockneys.
All right. So let me say something to you, Van Dam. If you're living in London and you don't like cockneys, we need to deport your ass. You're an extremist, and you're the type of person that I've seen write the most vile stuff, and you're the type of person that needs to be put in Guantanamo Bay, bent over, got a 7-foot jihadi ramming you up the backside. That's what you need. Yeah, you Van Dam, you little prick.
Do you know what? I'm not on here. Do you know what? I'm still not gonna slag off real because I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, because I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna eat. What he's done, he can live with that. I'm not going to go mad with it. But do you know what? It's the only thing what annoys me is the ones who's supposed to be with friends, and then they would bigging up the cop afterwards. That's what pissed me off.
All right, let me rant. Yeah, let me rant for a minute. Listen to me very carefully. The person that you should be angry with is not the cop. You can be angry with him, but he's not the main person. Not Esau. Not this. It's Real. Real has been on the panel slagging you off. Remember, Real is the only one on the panel that has taken your money.
Yeah.
Real has taken your money. Money that you should be giving to your son who's autistic, who he has allowed another man that is his mate to abuse your son, calling him a spastic and making fun of him. Real is the one, that is culpable. Real is the one that probably instigated it. Real is the one that is still talking to that man and bigging him up and allowing him onto his panel. And even yesterday, Easy, I saw you donate like freaking 30 quid.
No, I never. It's £9, mate.
No, I saw 2 donations. One was £8, one was £6, and maybe the other one was somebody else, had a similar name. But I remember 3 donations. One of them was probably yours. It was a £5 and an £8.
But do you know what I done? Do you know why I done that? I was doing that. Do you know what? I don't know why I done it, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. But do you know what? Do you know what? I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
No. Let me tell you something.
But then, all right, yeah, he smugged me off.
You're
But
a nice guy, Easy. I'm not blaming you at all. You're a nice guy. You like
but
going over
Jupiter, I'm trying to be the nice guy.
All right, so let me tell you how.
I have laid a warning to the cop and all of them. I have, and I said, don't push me on the dark side. Look, they've been trying to. Somebody put my face out there, right? Somebody said it was Afghan, but then somebody's been trying to hack into my Facebook account, and somebody's been trying to hack into my group I do for paedophilia, right? But they can't get into it. Now, I want to know who's doing it, and I'm going to find out. But I am. If they want to unlock me, they're going to go into dark waters because I have got friends.
Let me make this clarification. Yeah, like I said, I do have a beam up on it. People can say, Raj, you're taking this personally. First of all, you threatened to beat my mum up and XYZ rape her and stuff.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're attacking a man's autistic son. Remember, I am on the autistic spectrum. I've met hundreds, because I used to be part of a group. I can't say the name because I've left them now because of the baggage I've got. But I was on the committee for 4 to 5 years. And one thing that I always had a problem with is that I'd meet a lot of young guys because it was for adults, and they were like traumatized because they used to tell me like when they can't speak properly, so they can't argue. So although they can speak, they've got delayed thingy. So when people are picking on them, they can't argue back. And the thing is that they used to call people call them spastics, this and that. And a lot of them were depressed, suicidal and stuff like that. And we used to have to try and kind of get them around and say, look, man, you've got to be, don't take it personally with that. And this is exactly the type of guy that is the cop, that is the type of people that these people, were talking about to me. And I wasn't always, and I would say I wasn't always as mouthy as I am now. When you look at me when I'm younger, people are shocked at how different I am from the quiet little Raj, And so I was also like that type of guy when I was up to like my mid-20s and stuff. So I would say this year, like, you do that to cop son, who's autistic, you're dissing me as well. You're dissing me and you're dissing people who cannot talk for themselves. Let me say something to you. Not all autistic people are quiet. Not all autistic people are pushovers. There are some of them like me, and I've met loads of them that are freaking savage when they put their mind to something.
Quite tough as well. Quite tough as well.
Savage when they put their mind to it. So I'm going to show you, and I'm going to make you an example of you, show you that not all autistic people can be called spastics and made fun of and mocked. And so I'm making my own personal mission for 2 reasons: my mother's honor and Easy Eyes Kid. Thanks. Right. Look, you're the problem with, look, don't take this the wrong way. It's your strength and your weakness. You're a nice guy, but that's also your weakness in the sense that even when you was cussing out, a guy that was mocking your dead son, you called him Pakistani. Like, I wouldn't have begrudged you if you called him a Paki. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, whatever, man. Like, guys thingy. So the word, anyone saying that he was saying something racist, no, it's not racist to say Pakistani. If he was going this, So don't feel any remorse. Don't, please, Easy. I'm begging. I'm asking you one thing. Just one thing you promised us on this panel, Do not go back on that panel.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Do not ever donate to that panel again, man.
No, I'll tell you what. The other thing is, what I'm offline and offline, I'm a totally different person. And the trouble is, I have told them, because everybody comes on fake on there, but I tell them the truth. I said, if you make me lose my temper and I'll find you, you wished you ain't. And I'm very different. I'm a very kind person, but I could be an evil bastard as well.
Don't say nothing. What I would say is this, like,
sorry, mate.
Just leave. Don't ever. You got better things to deal with, than these cockroaches. Let me deal with them. You just do your own thing. Look after your kids. If you're gonna donate to something, donate to your kid or give money to your kid or go to whatever other channel you think is better to donate to. Obviously, if it was if my channel had donations, I'd be saying donate to me, but obviously I haven't got no donations. But just go to whatever, man. Set your own stream up.
I need to interject here. Johan, don't call Rashma actor that. Right, stop abusing her. You're going on timeout.
All right, no, I'm gonna hide him. I'm hiding you. You're blocked from this channel.
Am I still there, Raj?
You're still here. I will say there's a no abuse to Rashma actor policy.
She's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady.
Start harassment
This is
actor
true.
like that, you're blocked from the channel. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, can I leave one message though before I go quickly?
Go.
Chantel, you're a fucking loon and you're a fucking nasty cow. Because I tell you what, she's a part of all of that gang. All of that gang. I'm telling you.
Easy. I want to ask you something because I see in the chat, and I don't know how much of it is true. Did Chantel ask people to dox Emily Luca? Is that true?
I haven't got a clue because I speak to Emily, but I've got a. But I could tell you, I don't want to embarrass Emily, but if anybody wants to get hold of my contacts, I could tell you, Thea, because I don't want to embarrass her on the chat. Yeah. So if I leave my email, yeah.
I'm blocking you, Van Dam. You're blocked, you, Van Dam.
So if you could both take me email, I could speak to it then, yeah.
Dude. Oh, Emily Luca's saying that she got it recorded. Emily Luca, would you like to come on?
All right, she on, Emily. All right. I didn't want to. I didn't know if she wanted me to speak about it. So
the thing is, I do want. I look, kid. Someone just put an account on there, which I'm not going to even read the name of. People in the chat read the name. You can see it, and don't read it because it's going to upset a certain individual. But this just shows you how nasty these people are. Yeah. Read it, the guy, and I want to find out who this person is making these accounts.
Is that in the chat?
Yeah, if you go down, there's another person next to Shahid's account who has just made an account, and I'm going to kick them in it. But I've got a screenshot of it because a lot of this stuff,
yeah.
And
is that in the private chat, Raj? Sorry, or is it on the main screen?
You know when you go on the channel and you can see.
I've got it. Yeah, hang on.
I don't think. Oh, you actually. No, you can't see that. Only I can see that. Sorry, I thought everyone could see what I can see. Obviously, I'm not the channel. Yeah, I'm the channel owner. Let's just say it. It's saying I don't want to say the person's name, but it's saying we're going to rape that person, and it's a female. So I'm not going to say the person's name because I don't want to distress them. Let's rape. Do. Yeah, and this just shows you the nastiness of these people, man. These people need. I'll be honest with you. I think the people that are writing this stuff need to be found and asked, do they really think like this, or is this something just an on-run troll thing, or
that's something failed experiment would do?
Yeah, failed experiment is I've met him at Speaker's Corner. I know I have because I recognize his voice. He's another one of those. Yeah, he's another one. And I reckon I've even met the cop because I recognize that there's certain people I recognize voices. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
I thought it was Rat Boy at first.
No, it's not. It's 100%.
Wow, can you see what Emily Luca's written? If that's the real Emily Luca. She said, I have the clip of Chantel saying it. She said not to dox me on real stream, but to do it in the Hangouts. Okay. You see, this Hangouts is deadly. This is why I don't like the Hangouts.
That is the real Emily. That is the real Emily.
Is that you, Simon? Where did you go? Simon?
That's the real Emily.
Is that the real Simon? Speak, Simon. I'm going to have to boot him. Oh, you're out. Until you can prove it's you. Text me, man. Oh, yeah. So what does that... I don't understand what's going on, though. I have the clip of...
Speak up real, Raj, Mum. Idiot, I'm giving that email. Somebody's just said.
What's that?
Yeah. I just put my email in the side chat. Somebody said, "Big up, real. I'm gonna give out the email."
Okay.
Oh, look at this here. Do I look shocked?
Raj, let me explain this. Emily Luca was somebody that was on Real's channel from time. She was harmless. She occasionally went onto the panel. She was in the chat all the time. She got doxxed. Yeah. She's now saying that she's got a recording of Chantel that was sitting on the panel live on air saying, don't dox her on Real's channel, do it in the Hangout, which is Real's Hangout. Okay. That's disgusting.
All right. Doxing you?
No, doxing Emily Luca.
Oh, Emily Luca. I don't even know if she's done anything.
She got doxed. That's what I'm saying. Put the link out. Let her come on and explain.
All right. I don't know. Emily Luca. Let's put her on there. All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if I've spoken to her. All right. So that Chantel's a nutcase as well, man. I don't know what's happened to her, man. Oh, yeah, you better not talk about this person or there's going to be a horse's head in your bed. Rah, rah. I don't know what. She talks like she's freaking out. A godfather or something.
That's exactly
What's happened to it?
Yeah.
Talking like she's she's doing all encryptions, like, you know, like not even saying the full thing. Like, just say it with your chest, man. Like, what are you talking about? Who's gonna have the whatever? So Emily, Luca, if you want to jump on for a minute, you can. Bigger. Oh, yeah, easy. Just don't get yourself in a situation where they start talking about, because I'm being honest with you, I don't know if you've heard the live stream.
All right, you know, I put my email address in the back chat, in the private chat. Somebody said they got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Somebody said that. Yeah, it says big up, reels. The idiots have got. I got your email, you idiot.
Oh wow, you got Easy's email. It's the end of the world.
Screenshot what Jack's saying. He's just said that he's going to give a headshot to Goofy 99.
Oh, big up, real. Raj is shook.
Yeah. All right, let me show you how shook I am. Yeah, look at this last email I got from Real. Yeah, let's have a look. This shows you how shook I am. Let's all read it again. Let's read it. So this is the last email you sent around an hour ago, or an hour and a half, where you say, "I'm done playing with you." To me, this is Real. Do what you like now. Won't get no more moves from me. Well, you seem to have never gotten to the chessboard, so you haven't made any moves yet. You need to start making them. And I said, as long as you support the cop and have him on your panel, I am only starting with you, and that's the truth. My whole vendetta is actually against the cop personally, but Real is supporting the cop. So, all right, you want to get in the crossfire for the cop? Cool. Get in the crossfire. Let me just double check if Simon's there, because I need to end the stream in around 20 minutes, man. I've done enough damage today to Real. Enough wins.
Yeah, she's going to come on. She's just trying to work out how to get on StreamYard.
Okay, all right. We'll give it. All right. So is that you, Simon? Simon?
Oh, I can hear from Raj.
Oh, it's you. It is you. Right.
It makes a nice change.
No, because we were trying to figure out who it was you. All right. So I'm trying to.
I'm going to jump back out.
Raj, how do I shut down an email?
What do you mean? Oh, I think you just deactivate your account.
I'm going to jump back out, and then again I'll be in the back chat if you want to get Emily on.
I'll just do it now. I've got coming off.
It's gone. Oh, easy. I got your email. I'll email you, man. Don't worry.
No, I can't now because some idiot's got it. Somebody, I thought it was safe. Somebody jumped on the nicked it and mocked it. So.
Yeah, no. Are you going to keep that email? Just keep it, man. What can they do with it? They can't do nothing with it apart from email you saying, "Oh, you idiot!" Right? What are they going to do? Put everything on spam. Don't.
Easy. Don't read their stupid emails they send to you.
Don't.
Just ignore them. Put it in the bin. To the left.
Even more important.
Get sent. I just ignore the cunts. I just go, "Oh yeah, all right. You shut up, you little fucking nerd." Go on,
but even more importantly, collect the evidence. Yeah, you have a legitimate case for a malicious communication, I think, because you have been abused. Your son's being abused. The cop has also said he's going to knock your son out. I've got the audio.
Yeah, well, I've given it all to the police anyway.
Yeah. So, you have.
Oh
yes.
Yeah, I've given it all to. There was a choice for me to go and knock his head off or give it to the police, and they're looking into his IP addresses and all that. So.
Oh, did you? Oh shit, man! Because the thing is, I'm glad you've done that. If you can email me, because I want to communicate. I don't want to say too much here. I want to communicate with you in a back chat. I want to try and look. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be open about this. I think anybody that's been threatened by the cop, of rape, and about threatening to kill their mothers. I don't like Torok, but Torok's never going to go to the police. But Emmanuel, whoever, myself, I think people should put a joint kind of a complaint against him to the police or something.
Yeah, well, I went down to the police. I said, if you ain't gonna do something about it, I said I'm gonna do something about it. So fucking look into it, because I was angry. Yeah.
I just want to say happy Eid to everybody.
Happy Eid.
Say happy Eid to everybody. Let them have a good day today and cool. I think today's definitely the thing. Whether police.
The other one I want to get is that Luca Brassia. He's a little bastard as well.
yeah. I know. I'll be honest, I've got so many people I need to get. I need to put them on a list. Just
I bet you've got thousands, haven't you?
Thousands. But this one's on top of my list at the moment. I need to just kind of like get rid of this one, man. Like the thing is that I think the problem is that if you start normalizing this sort of kind of like let's just say this kind of abuse, and it just becomes an everyday thing that you can call people's kids spastic. You can say you're gonna rape. Remember, the word rape here is a really, really long, let's just say, really got a really long history of violence and evil behind it. The same way the N-word has, in a way, because.
Okay, Raj, I've just been listening into the idiot, and Amy asked him a question, right, to do with this. She said, so, saying the N-word, is that worse than saying you want to rape me, or you want someone to rape me? Yeah. And Real said, well, yes, it is. It's worse. Yeah. Legally, you can be arrested for saying the N-word.
So he's saying, let me just clarify. He's saying the N-word is worse than saying you're going to rape a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's done that, because if he said, I see them equally as bad, I'll be all right. That's up to you, because you got a history with the particular word or the other word. I can't ever understand how damaging it is. But saying you're gonna rape someone, is like someone saying you're gonna kill them. If you said that in real life, you're somebody on the road, I'm pretty sure you could get arrested for that in real life.
Yes, you could. Yeah. That's what
or
I
you
thought.
tell me to kill you. Yeah. So, just because so you can get arrested for saying you're gonna rape someone as well.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
What I need to try and figure out here is that
rapist fantasist.
Who?
Huh?
Esau. That's who they're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, Esau. Yeah.
Can I just clarify? What did Esau and them? Did they say?
Fantasist.
No, did they say to you? Let me just clarify. Did Esau say that he wishes you to get raped by immigrants? I can't remember what they said. What was it? Just to clarify.
Foreigners.
He said the word rape.
No, he said assault. Actually.
Oh, right.
He said
All right.
assault, but the way he said it, he implied rape. We know what he meant.
All right. See, that's the thing, though. So, him saying he wants you to be assaulted by foreigners, is that racist?
Exactly. And he just called Amy. Esau just called Amy a white whore, a white slag. But
all right,
that's not racist.
All right. So see, point proven. Whatever I think about Amy, yeah. Like she on this particular topic, I was listening before, and she's making valid points. You don't have to like someone to agree with certain points. She's making a good point.
No, I agree with you, Raj, and I think she made a big mistake doxing people, but I do think she was used. And I tried to explain this to her. Me and Wendy spent a day trying to talk to her, explaining to her, look, listen, you're being lied to, you're being used, you're being utilised. But she didn't listen. Unfortunately, it's now coming back. But I feel sorry for Amy because she's young. I do.
Yeah. And the thing is, she made the perfect. I don't think anyone can argue with this. Saying you're going to rape someone is just as bad as saying the N-word, in my opinion. Yeah.
Well, not in real morality, love. Not in real.
You say you're going to rape someone. Yeah. Say you're going to rape someone's mother. Yeah. It's 100% just as bad as the N-word. If you want to say it's worse, okay, but you can't say the N-word is worse than say you're going to rape or kill someone. Like it's a disgrace. This is when I know that Real, with Real, he would have the opposite view if it was the opposite argument. It was for his boys. He doesn't really believe that. He's just saying it because he knows he backs up his guys who are being attacked over it. So what I need to do is I need to start wrapping up here. Is Emily Luca going to be coming on?
Yeah, it don't look like she worked out how to click the link.
Can I say something? Tomorrow, just do it. I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow as well.
Raj, a quick question. How do you drop a link from StreamYards? Emily wants to find out.
Oh, I can put the link in the chat and she can click on it.
No, for her own channel. She's got StreamYard. She doesn't have to put the link out for people.
Oh, she clicks. There's a bit called invite in the link, and then you click the invite button. It has a StreamYard kind of like hate.
You don't have to. You just literally copy the URL at the top of your page right now. You know the window that you got the StreamYard in at the top in the address bar? Yeah, you just copy it, paste that.
Didn't even know you was here, Banksy.
I've been here. It's just other people have been, conversing, and there wasn't.
Yeah,
any,
I know you want to keep your seat warm on the other panel. So
No, I have no problem. It's just this business hasn't really involved me as such. So
But we want free speech, right? But we're not going to put up with fucking hate speech.
Yeah. All right, so let me talk me. I'm ready to rip anyone a new asshole. Right, so please bring them on.
What I want to do right now is actually get an objective kind of viewpoint on this, because obviously we're both all emotionally involved, sort of thing. And then with yourself, because my family's been threatened by the same person to get my mum to get beaten up and like.
Right, guys, I've just got to take a phone call. Big up all.
So let me
stop just saying it's just you. Are you forgetting all the fucking things in the side chat about me today and in your?
Oh no! Yes, I know. Don't worry.
Shahid typing shit
now.
now.
Let me just play the audio and tell me if you think this is free speech or hate speech or incitement of violence. So let me just play it and be honest with us. I'm not going to hold you to it if you don't agree with me. Obviously, I'll never let you back on the show.
You talking about me?
Yeah, so this is basically the guy we got a problem with on Real's channel called The Cop. And he has said the most violent stuff to me, to other people, and to Easy Eye's son, and threatened to rape and kill people's mothers. And obviously, Real is supporting him because Real gets financed for him. And now we found out they're good friends in real life. They've known each other for a long time, so that makes sense now. So let me just play the audio, and it's just 1% of the stuff he said. This is the stuff that I just looked at quickly and found. So I read this. Oh,
Carry on, Turok. Carry on, bruv. You're not one to me, bruv. All day long, bruv. I'll wipe you, bruv. I'll kill your parents, bruv. No, I'll rape your mum, bruv. I'm gonna rape your mum. Already, you're gonna get your mum raped. You're gonna get your mum raped, though. Make yourself an orphan. Why are you gonna get your mum raped, though? Carry on. You're gonna kill my parents. I'm gonna rape your mum. Carry on. How about that? In front of your face. Rape your mum in front of your face. Carry on. Carry on. All I'm saying, I have to laugh. I don't care at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna rape her laugh. I'm gonna rape her hard. I'm gonna rape her hard. Rape her hard. I'm gonna rape your mother. I'm gonna rape your mother, bruv. Oh, no, raise her. Set the standard. I can raise the bar. How about that? Yeah, raise it, bruv. I've fucking banged your mum, bruv. Mate. Set the standard. I will raise it. I came in your mum's house.
This fake.
Raise it. I just came in your mum.
So let me just play the rest, because obviously, let me just play the rest. So now, remember, Easy Eye that was on here, he has a disabled son who's non-verbal, who's autistic. So let me just play this bit.
Yeah,
remember,
this comes from the back chat saying I should be thrown off a building at the moment.
Oh, who?
It's Shahid, but apparently it's not Shahid, it's Cop.
It's Cop with a Shahid fake account.
Oh, right, I was about to let him on. Let me get room. Let me room.
I was going to say, Shahid wouldn't say that.
Let me.
Yeah, I did think Shahid personality type doesn't match this.
Delta down, I know he's not a Muslim.
People are all bipolar in this fucking world. So,
so hold on. Let me just play a little bit more. Go on.
Raise it. Get nice and properly, mate. You're gonna get killed, bruv. You're dead. We get you nice and sorted, mate. Don't worry. You're gonna get juiced up, bruv. Jerk chickened out. Don't worry about it. We know how to spice jerk chicken, bruv. If we're gonna go to that, if we're gonna go to family, that's fine. Okay. How's your son? Easy. How's your son? How's your spastic son? How's your spastic son? Can he count to 5? Can your son count to 5 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can my son sing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, bring my dad into it. I'll bring your son into it. Bring my dad into it. I'll bring your son into it.
You fucking low life.
Yeah, your son's a spastic, bro. Your son's a spastic. Your son's a spastic. Your son's a spastic.
Now that's just a little bit of it. It's a 20-minute video with loads of the vile stuff that guys, and that's just a minuscule amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Like for me, like because I'm on the autistic spectrum, I find, and I've heard a lot of stories of people bullying autistic people with the word spastic. On top of that, I love my mum and I get pissed off, but I can't accept someone saying they're going to kill someone or rape someone's mum, even if it's not my mum, or mocking children that are disabled, calling them spastic.
Yeah, I mean, Raj, you and I come from very different parts of the world of the internet. You see, when Cop said to Turek, "I fuck your mum in the ass and I'll come in your mum's ass," my response to that is, yeah, but I fuck your dad in the ass and then I make your mum toss his salad. So, that's how I would. I don't see this as like oh no, you said that about my mother. No, it's that when I fuck your dad in the face and then I skull fuck your mother in her eyeball, that's how I'm gonna fuck it. But that's my approach to these things. I will simply take it to the extreme end.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
What are you saying then, Banksy? Are you gonna fuck Cop's dad or what?
All right, so
that's like
1 minute.
I'll do it.
1 minute. Let me ask you a question this year. Would you ever say you're gonna rape someone's mum?
But I mean, this is internet bullshit, dude.
No, forget about internet bullshit. Would you ever say? Forget about your personal views on this. Would you ever say you're gonna rape someone's mum?
Not their mum, but I've heard Cop's dad can take 2 fists.
You see what I mean? I mean,
because remember the word. We're trying to figure out why certain words on each panel are forbidden. So certain words like the N word are forbidden, rightfully so. But I believe the reason why it's forbidden is because it's got a long history of kind of like brutality behind it. The word rape, also has a long history of brutality behind it. So why is it okay to say you're going to rape someone's mother, but to call someone's mother an N-word would be totally unacceptable?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. It all depends on really how far you want to take it. Now, I myself, when it comes to YouTube, to be perfectly honest, when it comes to YouTube, unless there is a situation where like Cop is saying this shit to me, and by the way, Waleed has said all of these things about my mom too. You think Waleed and Raj, you don't seem to have a massive. No one had a massive go at Waleed when he talks about how he, has sex with my mother and puts chocolate in her vagina or some bollocks that he says in his thing. But what I'm saying is that when he says those things, they're not even a blip on my radar, because it doesn't matter to me. But to someone like you or anyone else, then it's a personal thing. I don't see them. This is internet bullshit.
So let me explain something. Let me ask Banksy another question then, because he's giving a balanced view here. So let me ask you this question: if you knew somebody had a non-verbal autistic son who's disabled, would you start mocking the autistic son to get at the guy?
Well, this is the thing. Look, even back in the day when I roamed this insult rooms of Pal Talk, the one thing we never talked about was kids, and that's because it wasn't that it was like a low blow that none of us could take. It was the fact that talking about children was against the terms of services of even the Pal Talk bullshit insult rooms. So if you're talking about children, then you're going to have to deal with officials from YouTube or whoever else in the world. So we had our own unspoken, if you like, code of conduct, but it was something that we abided by because it was something that it was agreed upon amongst us. That was then. YouTube is a different animal. These assholes are on YouTube now. If you go and report them to say that they're talking shit about children, then fine. But I don't talk about kids. I don't swear at someone. I don't try to get to someone else through their kids. But that's my ethics. That's my code of conduct. That's just my thing. I don't expect anyone else to follow those. So you can say I would rape your child to me, and I may not necessarily get upset about it, but I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to insult you back in the same vein, because I have better insults than that. I am smarter and better than that.
All right, so
Raj, please, and then you come, because I'm going to go in a minute. I agree with you, right? Free speech is free speech, but there is words that go over into hate speech, right? Okay, there is. No matter what anyone says, there is. We know that. Inciting violence, inciting rape, it's disgusting. But the fact of the matter is, my biggest issue is that a lot of this is, with Real's channel has been orchestrated, yeah? So there's been people like me, Wendy, other people that have been going on there believing they're engaging in free speech, when actually it's been a group of people agreeing that as soon as that person turns up, they're all going to attack and lie and speak filth and make up rumours and lies and dox. And that is the difference.
Yeah,
so
but I mean,
free speech.
Look, guys,
crimes here.
you're right, Jupiter. I mean, the thing is, this is YouTube. YouTube is a different animal. And again, if someone has said something like that, and if you feel, that it is egregious, and YouTube has its own policies, has its own guidelines, and you can follow those guidelines and take it to YouTube if you want to, or respond to it however way you want. I can only say how I approach these things. When I'm in an insult fight with someone, and someone says something to me, I will choose the insults I choose to know that will get under their skin. Now, if they think they can insult kids, well, that just shows them for their standard and their morals and ethics, and you then judge that person accordingly. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't, because I have, in so many scenarios, I've said to people that when I find you, I will rip your head off and I will skull fuck you in your eye socket. Now, it's not that I'm actually going to do that, but it's just a pretty good line.
And 1 minute, yeah. All right, so I get what you're saying, yeah, and I agree with you. When you're on the internet, it's not real. But let me say something that look, if you was to say to me now, me and you had an argument, and you was to say to me, Raj, when I meet you, I'll be like, all right, I don't like it. But if you was to then say to me, like, start threatening my elderly mother and threatening to rape her and kill her, I personally, you're not going to agree with me. I think that is something that should never be accepted as viable kind of retaliation. It should be scorned at, and it should be something that people say, okay, this is disgusting and you should not support this guy. I'm not saying to put this guy in prison. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that people supporting him and saying that, okay, he can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants to these people. But when someone says something back to another person that they find offensive, like the N-word is offensive to Real, so he won't allow it on his channel. But he doesn't mind the P-word being chucked about. He doesn't mind people threatening to kill people's mothers. He doesn't mind people threatening to rape people's mothers and stuff like that. And so he does have his own kind of like rule of engagement. Because right now, he's in this kind of a situation with the Esau guy saying, well, Wendy called me an N-word. But 2 minutes before that, when he was saying that he wished that she got assaulted by immigrants, that, she's going to kick his dead husband's head around. So she retaliated in kind, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what I'm saying. You call them out on their bullshit, because he has a line he doesn't want people to cross, but yet he will cross other lines, and he doesn't see it. And now the problem is, this is the hypocrisy of channel owners. Now, this happened the same with, admittedly, never in the insult rooms, but it happened in other rooms where people had their own hypocrisies. They would call out the Muslims, or they would call out the Christians, depending on which side they were on, and they'll call them all sorts of swear words under the planet. But if you swear at their religion or their particular whatever it is, race, whatever, if you just call them out on their bullshit, then they would ban you, they'd kick you out. And this is the same hypocrisy that exists on YouTube with channel owners. Channel owners claim so-called free speech, but they're nothing of the sort. They're bullshit artists. Real isn't a free speech advocate, because just like what you said, as soon as you cross a particular line he doesn't like, he'll then ban you, block you, mute you, whatever, so he's not a free speech. So you stick that on him. You say you're full of shit. You're not a free speech advocate, because you can call people Pakistani or P word or whatever, or you can cross this line and that line. But if somebody crosses the N word line, then suddenly that's too far. Well, then you're full of shit. You're a hypocrite.
Yeah. So this is the problem I'm having with the guy, because he says he's for free speech, but he has a limit on one word. And if
for himself,
not even if people say to other people, who'll start calling them racist and all this. But it's okay for people to say they're going to rape people, but he doesn't call them rapists afterwards. He's inconsistent. I have my limits here. I don't want people. I'm going to be honest. If I know what Walla Walla said was disgusting, but if Walla Walla said to you, "I'm going to kill your mother, I'm going to rape your mother," in that sense, I would not stick by it. And I know you're going to use the argument, well, he's saying he's going to do X, Y, Z to my mother. I still believe the word rape. I still believe the word rape, has a history behind it, and is something that is a direct kind of, I'm going to rape your mother, I'm going to take her by force. Yeah, I just think it has a more of a kind of, let's just say, maliciousness behind it. I know you might not agree, but I do. That's what I believe.
No, I totally agree with you, Raj, and I 100% agree with you that on your channel, don't let people say that sort of shit. But unfortunately, you can't. You literally have no authority over the rest of the internet. Now you can go ahead and say, okay, I'll report them to YouTube if they use these sort of things. If someone spends a week talking about raping your mom on their channel, you are 100% within your right to tell YouTube that this is a consistent channel that is consistently bullying and harassing me and is saying these things about my mom. I wouldn't even begrudge you. You go ahead and tell the various platform authorities if they're doing something that is consistently targeting you. That's why these channels have all these different, flagging systems. And I don't begrudge you. If you think someone else is on their channel doing this to you, then fine. But if I'm in a direct argument, I'm in a direct insulting match with someone else, I will choose my insults and I will, cuss them out. And I honestly, in that scenario, I'm not going to have any, I will say I have no holds barred, as in, I don't expect them to have any standards. I have my own standards. I don't like insulting other people's children because that's my standard. But that is my standard. I don't put that on anyone else. They can be a scum-sucking tub of shit, and they can go there if they want. That's just my standards because it's for me. It makes me. It belittles myself, not them. So if I don't insult your children, it's not because I'm doing you a favor. This is for me. This is my standards that I set. But you can go ahead and do whatever the fuck you want, and I will adjust, if you like, my insult accordingly. But again, this is if I'm sitting on a panel and there's a back and forth. If some little bitch ass pussy with an avatar sits on someone else's channel and starts cussing me down, and then when I go on that fucking panel and they run away, or they'll get the owner to block me from going there, well, that just exposes them for the weak ass little spineless bitches that they are.
Well, this is what I'm doing, yeah. I'm trying to expose that Real is a bitch, yeah, with no morals.
That's fine.
I'm not trying to say Real has to go prison. Real is not. I want people to understand, when you go onto that channel, when you're watching it, you're watching a channel and an owner which is morally bankrupt. You can watch it as much as you want, but always remember that.
Yeah.
Because people are donating to that channel, like Easy Eye, who has donated probably hundreds of pounds to Real, and he has only now found out that the person that was mocking his disabled son and threatening to beat him up, remember he said he's going to threaten to beat the boy up, as though he said, I'm going to beat your disabled son up, is the same man that has been friends with Real for a long time and is the person that Real bring onto the panel in order to kind of like, probe and stuff like that. So people got a right to know when they're listening to this particular channel that this is the way they behave.
Yes.
This is the way they are.
I 100% agree with you, and you should 100% expose. Just like I exposed Modine as a wife beater, just like when I went around told Sir R.S. Sid and everyone else that was giving money to that wife beating piece of shit, I exposed him. I interviewed his wife. I got the words right out of the horse's mouth, if you like. So I have full evidence that that man is a piece of shit and no one should support him. So that's what I did. That was my way of pushing back against someone who I considered to be a scum-sucking piece of shit. And he is to this very day still butthurt about that video. He in fact I don't want to say who, but someone PM'd me and asked me to remove that video because he's blackmailing his wife, and he says he won't give her a divorce unless I remove that video. That's how much I exposed that piece of shit.
Nasty cunt.
Yeah, but he's still a piece of shit, and I did my job. I got what I needed out of that. And in the same way, if you think that Real is a hypocrite, dickweed, then go ahead, expose him for it, get the people who donate money to him to stop donating money to him, cut off his money supply, cut off his fucking funding.
This is my plan, and I've said it from the beginning. The way I'm going to do, because Raspect has always tried to destroy Real through his reputation. Real doesn't care about his reputation. He's morally bankrupt. The only way to destroy Real, or to hurt him in that way, is to take people away from his channel, make people understand donating to that channel is actually donating to a person that might actually allow you to be abused, even though you're donating to, like Easy Eye was being abused, and he didn't realize the person abusing him, is a friend of Real's, and this guy Easy Eye had been donating a lot of money to that channel. So when people donate in the future to that guy, they should realize that. And when they do, when he starts realizing that the funds drying up, the viewers going down, that is the only thing that he's going to listen to. Yeah, he doesn't care. He don't care when you talk about the dog situation. Do you know why? Because he believes the dog, his dogs are innocent, and he's innocent, and the boy was just there, and there was a person that got in the way of what he wanted to do. So I'll keep on playing it just to show how morally bankrupt he is, but I don't believe it affects him. I'm trying to educate the public about him.
It's funny, the last cunt that threatened to kill me on that channel also turned out to be his mate, isn't it?
Yeah, he's right. So if one person threatens to kill and rape, multiple people, I mean, if he just did it once, I'll be like, all right, maybe he was angry, although I disagree with it. When you have Simon, he said it to me, he said it to Esau, he said it to Torah, he said it to Emmanuel, and he said it to loads of other people that I probably have even heard. Yeah, if the single person is doing the same actions over and over again, we now find out this person that's been doing it is a good mate of Real's. Real never told no one that until today. Yeah, we now know he's a good mate of his. He has been given like a leeway to say anything and abuse anyone on the panel, even panel members like Torok, who is a freaking beg and he's on that panel all the time supporting the channel. He allowed him to threaten his mother and threaten to rape and stuff. And Easy High, who has actually funded the channel, threatened him to actually beat up his disabled son and mock his disabled son.
Look, Raj, what I will say is simply this: I don't give a shit who donates to Real or doesn't. I don't have a dog in this race, but I will say this, and this is my truth. Yeah, I know. The fact is, you can expose him for being a hypocrite and having people who insult people's mothers and kids, and that's perfectly fine. The reason I personally would never donate, and I would say to other people, do not donate to Real's channel. Real is a grifter, and I give him credit, and I respect the hustler. The hustler hustles, and I respect the hustle. But what I will say is, the reason I wouldn't donate to Real is because when I donate to a channel, I donate to the channel owner because the channel owner provided content that I enjoyed. Real does not provide content for his audience. His panel members provide content. The money that you give to Real should go to those panel members, because without panel members, Real has no show. Real could not hold the show up on his own for more than 10 minutes. The best I've seen he's ever done is show his fucking goldfish tank. That's like the greatest show Real has ever produced on his own. Real does not produce content. Real turns on a computer, gets people to produce content on his behalf while he rakes in the cash. That is not a fair deal. That is not someone that is producing content you should donate to.
Have a look here. Look to the side. 130 viewers here, 39 there. And this
Of course.
is consistent. And the thing is, the reason being, and I'm going to bring my own trumpet up. I don't need you guys. If I chucked you in the back now, which I'm going to do soon, I would do my own show for hours if I really wanted to, because I can. This is why I'm not reliant on you guys. You're here or not, it doesn't really, it helps, but it doesn't make a difference. This is why his channel, yeah, no, sorry, but his channel, yeah, what my plan is to make sure people are aware when they're going on that channel. I'm not stopping people from going on there. I want you to be aware when you go onto that channel, the person that you are supporting on that channel, who is going to be nice to you, probably is plotting behind the scenes to get people on to abuse you for views. And even if you're like Easy EI, who actually donated hundreds of pounds to those channels, he will even allow that person to abuse your disabled kid and threaten to beat him up. He does not care about you. So if you go onto that channel, that's all up to you. That's up to you. I can't stop you, but just be aware of what he's like. He's a vile piece of shit, and he's somebody that, in my opinion, his channel should either change the way it is or just die like a dingo, whatever it's called. Guys, I need to chuck you lot guys off in a minute, yeah? Have you heard the Rebel song? Let's go to some a little bit more, I think, because I'm going to do a show tomorrow anyway, guys. Anyway.
We didn't watch the Wasps new video. We forgot.
Okay, yeah, let's watch the Wasp then. Let's watch the Wasp. The Wasp.
It might be good. You never know.
Oh yeah, right. I like. Yeah, he's got some great titles as well. Yeah, like the titles just entice me in. Everybody, like, go over to the Wasp. I'm gonna play his latest video. I actually haven't heard it, so let me just double check. Share the audio. Banksy's going to get a lot of trouble later. Watch what's gonna happen. Raw's going to say, "How dare you talk about me?"
I was going to say this will get me in potentially shit, because I am literally telling people not to donate to Real's channel, but I will tell anyone this is the absolute truth. If you're going to donate to a channel, make sure the channel owner is giving you content, not his guests. If his guests are giving you, if his panel members are the ones who are giving you the content, then make sure that money goes to those panel members, the people who are actually giving you the content. But that's the honest truth. I'm not gonna bullshit people. This is the one thing I don't do on the internet is bullshit people, because I don't give a shit about internet people to bullshit them.
Now we're getting it. When I say that I'm the big bad guy, how dare I not care about these people? I don't know them.
I'm just saying I don't care enough to be dishonest to save their feelings.
When people out there say I use Real, it pisses me off, because he was even having a membership club where he was running replays that had me in.
Yeah, do you know what?
Exactly.
You both used each other. You had a transaction. Yeah,
exactly. That's how I see it, Raj.
Yeah, I see things like the same way with anything I'm doing. I've got a kind of a transaction. Like, you can use me a bit and I'll use you a bit. Yeah, as long as they're both fully aware that we're getting something from each other. Yeah, I'm not gonna just, like, I'll be honest with you in that sense. Like, if I think that you're somebody that's gonna be able to kind of, like, contribute something to me, I'll contribute something to you at the same time.
Exactly. And also, as this is why I call my name. I put my name as the name of the channel that I focus on the most. Right now, it's Banksy Star Live. You should all go like, subscribe, and comment. But what I'll say is never stop shilling. Never stop shilling. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I go on chat panels because I either want to promote my channel or I just fancy a conversation. Most of the time, I just fancy a conversation. But absolutely, I don't say Real owes me anything, or you, Raj, owe me anything, because I volunteer this. This is what I want to do. But what I will tell you is that if I suddenly see Raj only doing panel shows and he's raking in a fair degree of cash, and he's using me and other people and he's begging us all to come on his channel in order to run his channel, then I'm going to start going, guys, why are you fucking contributing to Raj? Raj ain't giving you this content. I am. Jupiter is. Simon is. And that's exactly what Real is doing. This is the truth. Real is using other people to make money for him, and he's not even giving them a penny. If he was an employee, he'd have to pay his panel members.
Can I just say something? Can someone please clip that and send it to Real? I beg you.
No, but that's the truth. That isn't. I don't. It's not like I don't have anything personal against Real. I'm just pointing out that is the truth. Real doesn't make content. His panel members make content. And why is it that these people are not getting paid for the content that they're producing? So if you're a panel member of Reels, do not go on his panel unless he pays you, because he's making money from your labor. This is your labor. This is your hard work, your conversation, your effort that he's making money out of.
And he's doing it in the name of Speaker's Corner and making it look like a fucking shitfest.
That as well.
Yeah. All right. Let me just play the video of the Wasp. Let's see what this is, and I'm going to end the show.
It's a what?
Hey, you don't lose in the bucket. It's the potato. You'd think I'd be a lot more happier today, wouldn't you? Being given a crown. Off Maggie. Say, me and Maggie get on. Don't tell Real. She's had her fingers in my moist soil.
No. All right. This is getting a bit. I don't want to get into the Maggie situation, man. All right, let me see. See, I have my own kind of limits, man. So let me
You are a crazy man. You are a crazy man. Crazy men don't live so long.
Yeah, I couldn't really judge that one just because of the fact that I don't want to get into a situation where he's cussing out Maggie, although I think she's not as innocent as I thought. Let me play before I end. Let me play this. I'm gonna chuck you lot out. Let's play the Rebel mode. I heard he was in the chat earlier. Rebel mode. Good early morning, Raj. Rebel mode was in the chat. Was he in the chat? I don't know if he was.
Raj.
I can't even do the neck movement. My neck's just like pains on the side every time I do it. So it's, he's lucky. All right, but at least I got this to kind of go over. Let's watch it. There you are. Good early. Now, who is good early morning? First of all, as a solicitor who's been educated allegedly, who says good early morning? Yeah, this ain't Pakistan, you know.
I'm an inbred. 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 I'm an inbred.
Yeah, that's your new name, yeah. Rebel mode. Good early morning.
I just love this person, seriously. I mean, a big fan of Sophia Lewis. I've got to say, definitely.
He's going to deal with you in court, he said.
Oh, good early morning. This is Rebel mode on the phone. Good early morning. What are you talking about? This ain't a Indian bounce in a court. Good early morning.
Let me say something. I'm not taking my medication. Shit.
All right. So let me just. Let me say something.
I'm not taking my medication. Shit.
All right. So let me just. Good early morning. Good early morning. Order in the court. Oh, good early morning. Order, how dare you butcher the English language like that?
Oh, big up.
I'm an inbred. I'm an inbred. I'm an inbred.
Early morning. Good early morning. My name is Raphael McElvely. I'm sending you legal documents. I go under the name Rebel Mode.
I just love this person, seriously. I mean, a big fan of Sophia Lewis. I've got to say, definitely.
Imagine him phoning you. Yeah? Imagine you're looking for a good solicitor. And all of a sudden, there's a guy down in Manchester, and he picks up. Oh, good early morning. Oh, good early morning. Good early morning. How can I be of service? I put the phone down on you, bitch. I wouldn't even listen to you. Soon as you said good early morning, ding.
I'm an inbred. I'm an inbred. I'm an inbred.
Calm down.
Yeah, but no, I am very calm. I'm very calm. One thing is, you think that one sentence saying it's probably a wolf. You should be saying that, by the way. You should be saying that.
Can I just say something? I'm never gonna apologize to you, bitch. Yeah. You send me the papers.
Raj, come on, Raj, man.
No.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I'm never gonna apologize to you. You send
See what I mean,
papers.
Zubeda?
Send the papers.
All right.
Let's deal with it through the court.
I'm an inbred. 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 I'm an inbred.
So, what do you think, Banksy, of that solicitor, Rebel Mode?
I think that was the most professional letter I've ever read in my life. That's exactly what my brother does when he sends his solicitor letters to
Did you
people.
Did you not hear the bit when? Do you know when I was arguing? Because I went onto the stream to prove that because he sent me a letter saying he's suicidal and depressed because of me. Yeah. So I went onto a panel just to talk to him just to prove he's not. And then he started swearing, and then I said, "Listen here, do you know I can use this in court to show that you're not really distressed?" Then he said, I said, "Oh, I forgot to take my medication." Yeah. Right. This is how incompetent the guy is. Yeah.
This guy is look, I'm sorry, Raj. You're not dealing with the sharpest tools in the box here.
I know. But I'll be honest with you. I would love to meet someone like that in the court. I can imagine them dressed like oversized jacket, a flip-flop.
He sent you a letter that's supposed to come from a solicitor with the title "Good Early Morning, Raj."
And it was from Rebel Mode or Rebel Method.
Yeah, and he signs it off as Rebel Mode because clearly the judge's going to go, "Yes, Mr. Rebel Mode," as I can see here from the solicitors. This is the most moronic shit ever. Children, I know children who would be smarter at this than this fucking idiot.
I think because I've had a lot of legal threats towards me, and I've had real legal letters here from my last tribunal case, and I've got to say this is the next level of
stupidity. This is fucking
the minimum you should do is to, when you're writing it, you need to prove in order to do a slander case, on my understanding, is to prove that I've caused you distress, and some form of loss of earnings through my allegation of slander. So he sent it saying I've cost him loss of earnings. But dude, we're in the coronavirus at the moment. For one,
it's bullshit.
It was only 2 days.
He would never be able to present that letter or anything because he would have to then present this letter saying that he already sent you a letter from his solicitors pointing out the fact that this is a kind of stressor. He can't present that in court. He doesn't have his real name on it. It's his bullshit.
But one thing,
Good early morning.
Yeah, but one thing I have learned about, even if you get a false letter of slander, what you should do and what I've done in the past is that the offending video, just put it on private until you're out of the woods, because you don't know.
That's fine. So you go ahead.
Let me explain the reason why. Because people start saying that they will try wanting damages. Now, if you could show you being reasonable and you've taken the video down quite relatively quickly, they can't say that, they've caused you damages for months and months because the video is up. All he can say is that, okay, it was up for 2 days. And what can you prove in 2 days? I'll go court and say, I want to get £50 of him for 2 days.
Raj. I looked into this because I wanted to actually fucking sue the shit out of that piece of dog shit, Zabida. It's going to cost £5,000 to £7,000 to take this to court. Yeah. You don't get legal aid for libel and slander cases. Yeah. So you have to take this to court yourself. Now, I talked to my brother. I thought, okay, my brother can do the solicitor work, but we still have to hire a barrister if it actually goes to court. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to get fucking £5 a month for the next 100 years from a fat little bitch called Zabida because she's on universal credit for the case, for the personal satisfaction of having that fat cow pay me £5 a month.
It's a good time to end the stream. All
I'm saying is, Raj, is that this rebel mode is never gonna be able to. He will have to scrounge up all these little fucking pennies and break his little piggy bank in order to even take you to court.
Let me explain another, because I've had loads of letters saying we're gonna think you, because I don't really go through most things. It's just bullshit. I don't even take them seriously. I'm like, all right, you're just going to send me the papers. The other one was, I don't want to say the person's name, but they said they got 20 defendants who actually want to prosecute me. Now I was like, okay, when you're doing a prosecute, when you want to try and do me for slander, I don't even know their names. I just know them as internet avatars. Yeah, you have to sign the paper as well to disclose.
Of course, they have to reveal their name, their address, you have to know who your accuser is.
So what happened is they went from 20 to 0.
Of course, none of these fuckers are going to come forward with their real personal details. In order to do that, I would have. That's the other thing as well. That's the other consideration I had to make was if I actually were to sue this fat little bitch, is that I would have to actually reveal all my personal details, all my name, address, everything to this fat little cow, just so I want to sue her fucking ass, and I'd have to cough up the initial cost of 5 to 7 grand just to fucking file the paperwork.
Yeah,
So.
that's the thing.
Is it worth taking a fat little fucking thought like Zabita to court and have to act? In fact, she would win because she would have my real name and address.
Yeah,
it would be more advantageous to her.
To be honest with you, I even said this. I said I'd love you to send the legal paperwork, just even if you just sent it, because I would have everyone's real name.
Yeah,
every one of those
absolutely.
I only know about internet avatars. I would have all of their full names here and exactly what they said about me, and the case would get nowhere. But I'd have your name. So people don't realize it. People look, if you could sue so easily, yeah, people would be taking people to court every day. The reason they make it difficult is because they know if they make it too easy, you're gonna have constant court cases. I know you can't sue someone, yeah, unless you can really prove it. You can't say, oh, I lost earnings without proving you've lost the earnings. You can't say you're ill if you haven't gone to the doctors. You can't just say I didn't feel well. You could have your doctor's certificates to prove that you've been mentally affected by it. Yeah, because I did that through my tribunal case. I had to get documents. I couldn't just say I didn't feel good because of XYZ. I had to show that, like because of the company.
Exactly.
That I had to go to the doctor to get XYZ because of their actions.
By the way, not only that, all of these paperwork will be filed with the courts, and then they will become public knowledge. They'll become public. You can actually then get that information through the Freedom of Information Act, and that's the other thing. These assholes who are going to sue you, they can go ahead, file all their name and address, and then I will make a request of Freedom of Information Act from your case, and then fucking dox the lot of the cunts.
When I heard, because they emailed, they kind of said in the chat, we got 20 people. I was like, amazing. Who? Then I started reading the names. I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to know who Skits is. I want to know who Mr. Singh was. I want to know who these people were. Yeah. And I wanted him to send it. I so wanted him to send it, but I never received anything. Yeah, and this is the problem. Is most of the time it's all air. Unless even if you have solicitors in your family, because a lot of people think because you got a solicitor in your family, they are not. They know how hard it is to prosecute to win these cases. They are not going to spend years and years defending your bullshit YouTube case because you got beef with a man. Yeah, they got real things to deal with, yeah. Because let me tell you something, even doing your own case, yeah, is very time consuming. Yeah,
absolutely.
When I did my tribunal case, I lived and ate that shit, yeah. No, and let me say, I lived and ate my tribunal case, yeah. And even the money I got in settlement, I don't feel like I got a settlement. I feel like I earned it.
Yeah, because you had to do all the paperwork, you had to do all the filing.
Hundreds of hours of work for 2 years, man. I was spending like hours a day just going through it. So even though I got a monetary settlement from it, I always, even today, I'm going, well, I kind of worked for it, really. Yeah, I didn't do it for free. I worked for it all myself. I didn't give any money to a greedy solicitor because.
Well, that's the thing. If you didn't do it yourself, then half that cash, more than half of it, would have gone to a solicitor's fees anyway. So you barely see anything of it. So that's the
anyway.
catch.
I need to boot you lot out now. I was.
No worries, dude. Have a good one.
Should I let you leave or should I just boot you? I don't know whether to give you the honor of like.
I can leave. It's all good.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I'll boot you. Okay, let me boot. Oh, he left quickly. He got out just before I was about to do it. Sorry, Lady Divine. I got him. I just sniped him just then. Just as I was about to do Simon, like he freaking legged it. What a nutcase. All right, you got away with that one. You got away with that one. All right, fair enough. I'll get you next time. All right, so I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. Thank you for joining. The beginning half of the stream I put on private, obviously because that genius known as Real said he's going to try and strike it. Yes, what a genius he is. So I put it on private. Probably not even really sure if I'm going to put it out thingy, and I'll be re-uploading that video, the other video about the cop. So before you think you're going to strike that other video, it's actually on private. I'm gonna re-edit it without that blurred out face, and I'm gonna Rasha wants the Devil Rebel Mode song. I'll play it later. I played it earlier, man. I'll play it earlier. So yeah. So to real man, like I'm telling you, you've actually embarrassed yourself. I'm not even like I can't even really relish in my victory because it wasn't even any competition. Like you didn't even do anything that I could go and say, okay, that guy gave me a little bit of a headache. You just embarrassed yourself. You've embarrassed yourself. Yeah, like you normally do. Yeah. You think the problem with you, Real, is one, you're morally bankrupt. We all know that. But secondly, you think you're smarter than you are. Yeah. What you need to do is to realize, like me, I know I'm not a smart guy. I know my limitations. But when you think you're too smart, like you think you're smart, you say, oh, people don't know about me. You're dumb as shit. Yeah. And you've proven to be dumb and shit. You've embarrassed yourself. Your little ploy to try and dox your mate, whoever it is. Let's go. I'll just quickly go over it just in case no one saw it. Yesterday, obviously, I got the email from this particular person called Shah Towers said, bro. Straight away, I was like, dude, if you're going to try and manipulate someone, you've got to use a, let's just say a kind of more a believable name. Soon as I read the word Chattel Saburi, I was like, oh, I don't take you seriously. Straight away, yeah. He sends a picture, name and address. I just said, who's that in the pic? You didn't say the name, the cop, the boss, yeah, which was you. Now you've said it. And I said, how can you prove it's him? And what's his name? Is he Pakistani, Bengali, etc.? You didn't give the name. And then I said, okay, I will need to get this verified till I announce anything. I will not expose an innocent guy if it's not him. Yeah. All right. So I covered myself totally there. You didn't think you've got a victory because I did a live stream going, okay, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm going to expose the cop, rah, rah. I knew it wasn't the cop anyway. So I put this up and I clarified that I blurred his face out and said, is this the cop, KO the boss? This face is edited out till I can get confirmation it's 100% him. You then reveal on the stream that not only did you put the face there, you'd want to email me, you also put this particular person, the real person, in danger. Because you said this is cop. I didn't say it's the cop. You said it's the cop. Real. So when I played the audio of the cop threatening rape and murder on old women, yeah, you was the one saying it's this guy. So if anything happens to him, because on your channel, which I'm not going to show, you actually revealed the face. You Real. The full face, including someone sitting next to him. So you falsely attributed him to the threats of rape and killing and mocking disabled children. This is how dumb you are. You then give away your plan to strike my channel because I used this picture, which wouldn't have got strike anyway. And now both of those streams are on private. And I'm going to just re-upload the other stream, yeah, without this picture in it. This is how dumb you are. When you're making chess moves, Real, you don't say the move you're going to make unless you're confident the person can't get out of it. It just took me 2 seconds to get out of that one. I was going to do it anyway once I realized if it wasn't him or not. And obviously, you then sent your last message to me, which was, I'm done playing with you. No, you're not done playing with me. You're just embarrassed yourself and you know you look stupid. So you're trying to get yourself out of it. I'm done playing with you. Do what you like now. You won't get no more moves from me. Firstly, like I said, you've not made no moves yet. You've only embarrassed yourself. And I said, as long as you support the cop and have him on your panel, I'm only starting with you. And I'm saying something real. I'm only starting with you. Yeah, this is just the beginning of many exposés of you. I'm going to be doing streams over the next few days or whatever. I've got 1 month's worth of StreamYard, and I'm just going to make the most of it. And what I want to do during these streams, I'm going to be quite outward in what I'm going to do. I want to make people know that not to donate to your channel. Yeah. And if they do donate, to realize that they are donating to a morally bankrupt prick. Secondly, yeah, that your channel promotes violence, rape, and mocking of disabled children, and general depravity. And slowly, people start realizing that your channel is not a kind of channel they want to be associated with. So one day you will have no guests, or you have guests that are so goddamn boring that no one will want to watch them. So you would just see it unfold. It will just take a bit of time. But obviously, all you care about, like the way you didn't care about that kid being mauled to death, almost death by the dog, you only cared about yourself. You're only going to care about yourself, and that's why I'm going to make sure I hit you in the purse, yeah, because you do wear a purse, bitch. And on top of that, in your views, yeah, that's it. And that's when you realize, oh, why is no one donating? Why is no one watching? Then you'll realize, because you only care about yourself. Anyway, everybody, I'm off tomorrow. The show, what I'm going to do is at around 5 or 6 p.m. I'm going to be doing a Sikh show, which is going to be more about Sikhism and Punjabi culture, because I want to try and discuss that, because I've got some convert who's not Punjabi, but he's kind of like, you know, it's a bit hard for him to understand what's culture, what's Sikhism. So we're going to go through that. And that'll be for like 2-3 hours, and then I'll put the stream up in the evening, and then from around 7-8 o'clock I'll get Jupiter and them lot on there, and they can just run the show. I'm not going to really stay on there too much tomorrow, because I'm going to do that bit and I need to go. Then I'll pop up another stream. Basically, I'll start around 6 or 5 or 6 until around 8:30, and then what I'll do is thingy. Oh, is that Mr. Amorez? He's going big up real, Mr. Amorez. You know that. Let's get Mr. Amraz's picture up, because Mr. Amraz. Oh, dude, man. Oh my God. Let me just do something. I shouldn't, but let me just do something quickly, because Mr. Amraz is like being a bit silly now. So let me just do something before I go. Let's give a little present to Mr. Amraz, because Mr. Amraz, I brutalized Amraz. I'm not gonna lie, man. Mr. Amraz got brutalized through my memes. Let me just click the documents. Oh, here it is. Oh no! I don't even know if I can show these, man, because it's so brutal. It's so brutal, man. Oh my God, like I was really going savage mode on people during that time. So let me just thingy and just for you. You know, I don't know why you want me to keep reminding myself of you, Mr. Amorez. Like, I've totally forgot about you and your cake eating. But if you want a little bit of if you want some, where the freaking hell? Oh, here it is. Or if you want me to kind of like, oh, this is one of my favorites. I'll put something up that's not too bad, because I've got some crazy ones here that, like, it's just too much. If I'll put it on, yeah, like he hasn't gone that far yet. So let me just put this one on here. So. You asked for it, Amaraz. I don't know why you wanted to big up thingy and cuss my father out. So obviously I have to do this. Dude. You cuss my father out, then, obviously you're going to get this. And that is Mr. Amaraz. He's kind of celebrating, got this little clothing on. Let me see if I got another one. I got some brutal ones, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. When I look back at some of them, they were brutal. This one's brutal, but I don't know if I can show this. All right, so let me show this one. Okay, there's another one. Let me show this one. Look at this. Why would you do this? Look. Why would you want to start cussing out my father and then I have to put this stuff up? Look at this. He's got like 6 nipples. Then you got. Obviously, I got worse ones, but I can't. There's one or two that are so deadly, but it involves other people, and I haven't really got a beef with those people at the moment, so can't really put them up. Here's another one. I wish I could. Yeah, here's one more. Let's just do one more. So. Now, the reason I can't show the other ones here is because it has other people in the strip. So on this one here, if I'm being honest with you, I got another one where it's got Gay Dunia's face here, and he's licking Mr. Amarad's nipple. Yeah, it was freaking nasty. Like, because at that time I was at war with them on the memes, yeah, and they were attacking my family and everything. So it's literally Gay Dunia's face there. He was licking his nipple. And so I can't actually put that one up. Yeah, it was deadly, man. It was deadly. So look at Amaraz's face. It's always the most rank people that start cussing at other people's looks. Oh, you ugly this, you ugly that. Yeah, almost as bad as Khan. Almost. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow then, and big up to everybody. And I'll yeah, we're still winning. What can I say? Like I said, Rajanator mode activated, and the Rajanator mode has not, I've not actually kind of unactivated yet. He's back on Real's chat saying Bun Raj. Who is that? Is that Banksy? I love the Banksy. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I'm off anyway. Take care, everyone.